Hello, and welcome back to Dungeon, not of the Mad Mage, because that's a completely different game. Heroes of the Witcherverse. I was like, wait, that's a completely different game.
I don't have my sound ready.
Okay, so, I didn't talk about who wanted to do the recap. If any of you guys do want to do the recap, Ben, would you like to do the recap?
If you give me 45 seconds, yes.
I could give you 45 seconds. That's fine. We were discussing just before the game started. I have a list of new things that the characters or the players get to look at in the notes section, and they've been looking at it and calculating and looking at their inventory, trying to figure out if it's something they want to get in the future or what it may have. So it's just kind of like a lot of rule stuff that we've been chatting about in the last few minutes. And Broy should be back in just a second. So yay to that. Was that enough filler?
45, yeah. How do we want the intro? Do we want it Clone Wars style? Do we want it like Dragon Ball Z style? What do we want?
Clone Wars style, please.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon. No, we'll go Clone Wars because I haven't watched Sailor Moon in almost 3 decades. Yeah, I ain't into that weeb shit. It's only Dragon Ball Z and Gundam Wing.
I ain't into it unless I'm into it.
I ain't into it. Yeah. Anyway, previously on Witcher D&D, we don't have a montage of the flashbacks, but that's okay. We had made our way into town, finding that there is quite a bit of fuckery afoot, in that a supposed vampire has been poisoning lonely, poor matrons of the town.
Poisoning the water hole.
There's a snake in my boot. Luckily, we are going to be said snake in said maybe vampire's boot, as we did a little investigating, found a suspicious poison, and then traced it back to, as she's so lovingly known as, Lusha's place, and found that there was poison in one of her... Yeah, Lusha, that's what I said. And so when they went up and investigated, we talked to the barmaid, and we found that, yes, indeed, continual fuckery is afoot. And the said barmaid, after Broy's lovely, lovely intervention of singing and dancing, we determined no vampire was there. Going to said sketchy house with red roof, that poor barmaiden said that maybe that person would be. We went to that place, found there was a bunch of locks. We found a very shocky lock that Broy was supposed to detect, but he didn't because, Broy's terrible. And then we talked to rats who told us that, yeah, there's food downstairs.
Feast downstairs.
Yeah. So I'm expecting
Feast good.
I'm expecting some sort of like, Beauty and the Beast style, like table set up, right? All the china and everything's gonna dance to us. As why would rats say that anything other than a feast would be downstairs? And that's what happened last time on Witcher D&D.
All right. So with that, yeah, you were in the middle of inserting your lock picking tools to get through this lock, where it used your tools as a conduit of electricity that then shot into you. Sevatar being strong, I guess, well grounded. There we go. He was well grounded.
I get it.
It shot out and hit Chikara, Broy, and Corzo as well. And
so
all
well
of you
grounded
taking...
that it
yeah, so well grounded that it actually went into the floor and then spread up and then shot up into the other 3 people's feet. Now that's how power works.
That's exactly what someone from the basement yelled.
It's magic. It's fine.
It's magic power.
That's why I always use my rubber tip.
There you go.
Thieves tools.
The rubber tip thieves tools.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that would be a pretty useful item. Anyway, that is where we left off.
Rubberized thieves tools.
I believe Broy said that he wanted to cast a prayer of healing right after that went off. You had detect magic up, and you were detecting magic from that door and from the door behind Sevitar, as well as all the candles around. You no longer detect. Well, actually, no. You still do detect magic coming from that door that Sevitar is at. I lied. You still do.
Oh. No, just me? Okay. Boy, you said it was safe.
Them all completely burnt.
Charred piles of ash.
Did you find a way in?
Adalia, you could see on the ground literal black lines going from Sevitar and spreading to each of the other three, like right where the lightning basically arced across, and you're like, oh god.
Back to the door and realize that the door is still there. Well, if
Roy. Oh, sorry. My bad, Adalia.
if that didn't make enough sound to alert anybody, why don't we just break the door down?
Polaris, you're up. You're a big, strong lad.
I need to restart my.
I'm gonna.
What the hell I just witnessed? I ain't touching that door.
Yeah, I'm gonna slink back and hide behind the door.
I can heal you guys if you guys need that, but it looks
I'm
like
good.
Broy's in the middle of that.
I'm gonna be right
And
back.
he's also twitching out.
All right, he's
be
resetting
right
his
back.
computer, so cameras are gonna do fuckery for
One
a
thing.
sec. I assume, at least. In
Meanwhile,
fact,
Roy just
let's
sits
do
there and
this.
clips into the wall.
I'll just do that. I'll turn him off for a brief second while Roy gets his stuff up and going again.
I like his intense stare, though. Beautiful.
So I'm just gonna speed up Roy's healing for the sake of you guys. Oh no, he didn't roll it. I thought he rolled it. Never mind. I will not.
I'll just slap a mass cure wounds on everyone.
Okay.
Slappity slap. Ooh.
Slap.
How many people does that heal? Does it heal everyone?
I think it's a certain number, but I think it's less than 6. This is right in front of me. 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius.
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
So everybody is healed for 24.
Including Mr. Squeakers.
Jesus.
A
And the
big.
dead body downstairs.
You guys start hearing moaning coming from downstairs.
Kinky.
Thank God they're undead.
They
Somebody
disappeared.
say undead? Ooh, okay, now we gotta get in. I'm gonna go. You said Roy still detects magic from
Zorn.
lock?
He detects it from the same door. Oh, there we go. There his thing leaves, and now the camera's all weird. Oh wait, Bryce,
And
come
then he
back.
returns.
Oh, that was fast. All right.
I mean, he was gone
Position
for-
is all over the place, but whatever. Yes. So there is magic from the lock, or from the. Yeah, it would be a little bit more specific than that. It's coming from the lock still. And then there is magic coming from this lock. Yeah, I know. 2 Korgaxes. It's Korgax Extreme now.
Who the rat say the residents of the house were? An old lady and another?
And a strange thing. A
Yeah,
thing is what
strange.
it kept calling it.
And a
Yeah.
thing.
Sorry, rats aren't that smart. He did what he could.
Anybody
I
know what kind
wonder-
of magic's on these?
Oh, I wish there was a way to remove magic, but I can't.
It's enchantment magic on the candles and the doors also have I believe it's abjuration, but I'm gonna double check.
Justin, he said now that you're back, you can speed up your prayer of healing and cast it.
Cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, like everything on my computer and my background was starting to crash. I was like, "What is happening right now?" I lost
It's okay.
all of my audio, and then I lost all of my security software. I was like, "What's happening?"
What's it called?
But we're starting it.
So this is abjuration and enchantment on the door.
Yeah.
Abjuration and enchantment, and then enchantment on all the candles. as you see like these lights, or the candles look like it's burning flame, but it doesn't feel like it is. And you see that
And
the
this door has
wax
the
is
same
not
magic?
actually melting. That door has the same magic on it, yes.
Well, anybody know a way to break an arcane lock? Or disable said spell?
I could disable this one of the spells. I couldn't tell you. What? Do any preference on the doors we go through?
I think this one leads to the basement.
I didn't see where you I didn't see where you pointed, but we did deduce from the floor markings that it was this door, yes.
And you've piqued my interest enough to know when an old lady has to hide behind a shock tripwire door.
I can get us in. I just don't think we want to go through that experience again.
Are you gonna finish that prayer of healing, Broy, or
I am.
Can you? How does the spell work? I want to cast it.
How does what spell work? Dispel magic? You target one object. So in this case, I would say the lock. And you would dispel everything of 3rd level or lower. And then if it's anything higher than that, then you would have to make a successful check, 10 plus your spellcasting ability and whatever that is. If it's higher than the DC,
So 14.
Okay, so everybody heals for 14. Is that including your extra 3 from, or 4
not
from
including.
your life clericness?
No. Oh wait, I need to reroll
And the
one of
7
those
on
other
the
ones.
number above it.
yeah.
Wait, did we not heal the 24 then?
Okay, so it's increased by
He's also healing.
Oh, okay.
2.
Healer.
So it increased the number by 4 plus my 4th level cleric. So increase the total by 8. So it's, what is that? 18 plus 8, so it'd be 24. 26.
Okay, 26. So everybody heals an additional 26 health.
I feel better already.
And I'm going to dispel magic on that lock.
Okay, so 10 plus your wisdom mod. So, or sorry, you roll a wisdom check. That's the words.
Wisdom. Click.
All right.
Control.
There is no more magic coming from that door. You don't know what you got rid of, or that lock, but the whole lock seems to be non-magicified.
Should I do the same with the lock behind us? You said this lock, too?
Yep.
Well, I guess I gave it a try.
Make me another wisdom check.
I also have to cast a spell again, sir.
Yes, that too. All right. It still has an enchantment magic coming from it. But well, actually, I lied. You don't need to make a check for that one. Both of them go away.
Not like a sus everything went away or a good everything went away?
It removed anything that's
It
third or
removed
level.
everything from
Third or
3rd level
lower.
or less. So when you cast it, both spells that were affecting it went away.
You hear a subtle
Oh.
ticking sound.
I'll try to open the door.
It is still locked.
Go on, fail.
Locked. It won't open.
Avatar.
But wait, what was that weird creaking that suddenly occurred? Is there
It was
is
the
there a gas
floorboards.
leak or
Floorboards.
Broy, your detect magic is no longer active. By the way, after you cast
start
your prayer of
recasting
healing, it go away. Okay,
I'll
as a
start
ritual.
recasting.
I'm going to unlock basement door.
Okay.
I'm gonna run back to the corner then. I thought you already did that.
All right. Sevatar. Make
I support you for
a
Good job.
con saving throw.
Constitution. Donde está? Wham! A thick 5.
Just hold your breath and swallow.
All right. You take 4 piercing damage from a little needle that was inside the lock. This is after you successfully unlock it. And
Am I sticking my finger in there? I thought I had.
No. It like shoots out like a spring-loaded thing and hits you like right in the wrist.
Oh, gotcha.
Almost right in the vein, and
Enough to deal 4 damage.
it does 4 damage of piercing damage, and then
Ow.
you fall unconscious.
I'll run over because I'm watching him intently unlocking the door, excited to get inside. And can I do a nature check to see if he's poisoned or something?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make me a.
Sure.
Go ahead and make me a nature check. All right.
What you've actually discerned is that he's 1/3 fainting goat.
This, when you
What's
pull
right
the
now
needle
about?
out, or the little, when you pull that needle out, you are looking at it and you're like, you think that this is the same poison that the rest of the characters got hit with. But this one was injected.
I'm
You're
positive
confident.
poison, so I'll tell the rest of the group. This is. He's been poisoned. And then I'll ask Jakarta, because they seem to be the only other one.
Even stronger than a poison. You think it's a curse that just hit him.
Oh shit.
This is beyond me. Jakarta, is this the poison that the blacksmith's wife
Wait.
was hit with? No, hold out the needle that I found.
I would suggest having Corzo look at it. He's more attuned to that sort of thing than myself.
Not if it's a medicine check, I'm not. If it's an arcana check, maybe, but
Sevatar,
Oh,
roll
what?
me a d4.
How do you roll that advantage then?
I do an arcana check on it.
You know it's the same poison. Or the same stuff. It's that vampire's blood.
Yep, it appears to be the vampire's blood.
Is there any way to stop it? Is he dead? Did he die? Don't
Uh,
die!
What's the restoration?
You do know that they fall they have like a sleep that falls over them. However, you guys think because Sevatar is an elf that he's not sleeping, and as you kind of look a little closer, he's still sort of like
Staring
it
right
looks
into
like
our
he's
soul.
in a dream or a meditation like state that he's kind of collapsed on the ground. Adalia, you recognize it with the eye twitching and stuff. You know he's in some sort of meditation and dream-like state right now. He's not technically asleep, but he is unconscious.
So did we determine that unpoisoning the person is how you can cure this? Or was it removing the curse?
With your guys'
cast
checks
remove curse.
before, it was removing curse.
I'll remove the.
So this one's in your camp, Broy.
All right. It is successful. As you cast this remove curse, you reach over and you start, and like it almost seems like the poison itself is starting to get sucked back out and like disappearing into the abyss. Sevatar, while this is happening, your fingernails are starting to grow. Your hair is starting to grow quite long. Yeah.
Do I have a burning urge
You
to go
age
to-
by 2 years.
I'm
And
hovering above you.
when you
as you
wake
come
up,
Hovering.
I'm like holding you.
No hovering.
the 2 years doesn't really affect you much because you're an elf. But your hair and your fingernails do grow quite a bit over that time.
Gross.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
I'll lay him flat against the floor and then bend him upwards and snap all my excess finger growth off. Ooh.
Make me.
No, I'm not
Actually no.
do that.
You're okay.
Place seems to be heavier trapped than we first expected. We should move carefully.
Indeed.
Also, Sevatar, you have 2 levels of exhaustion currently.
From that little poison?
Yep.
All help
You
Sevatar
immediately got 1 level of
exhausted ass up.
exhaustion.
Jesus.
But because of your cloak, you get 2.
Wait, but didn't we rest since then?
Because of your cloak, whenever you gain a level of exhaustion, it counts as 2.
Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll see you guys. Let me know when you're done. 4 hours and starting now.
Groy, you know you can remove those with a greater restoration if you'd like.
Help Sevatar's exhausted ass up off the ground.
I'm
And
so tired.
Did you
I'm
get the
still
lock
asleep.
unlocked at least?
I have no idea. I'm
Okay.
assuming yes, since I was
Cast Greater
shot.
Restoration.
I will try the door.
The door is unlocked.
I also cast Greater Restoration, and I'm removing
Okay.
100
remove
gold worth
mine.
of delicious dust.
I feel better now.
Then I will kind of throw the door open and throw myself against the wall right over here as it swings.
I'm gonna pocket that needle.
Okay.
Well, not. I guess I should say wrap it first.
It's like a 1-inch needle. Maybe a 3/4 inch needle.
Oh, I care more about what's on the needle.
As you guys open up the door, you see a dark stairwell leading down and around. And a strong smell hits you as soon as that door opens of death and decay. You download TikTok.
Down there will give us enough proof to peg this man's guilt. Or this thing's guilt. We don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, the rat wasn't too clear on that, unfortunately. Wait for it. The rat bastard didn't tell us about the traps or anything either.
To be fair, if it primarily uses the walls to get around, it wouldn't even be aware of those.
You never know.
It's what's weird is I can't see in here despite my light source.
Can you not? God damn it.
No.
Oh, you're right. It's
Why?
pretty dark.
Okay. 20.
Oh, you've got the visual.
There we go. I can see it now.
Daniel, let me fix your.
If
No,
you just step in the room and then step out, it fixed it for me.
I don't want to
That's
save
called
your
pause
character
before.
with it like that because that's only when you
can say
use it.
everything.
So
I mean, to be fair, I use it more often than not.
I guess
be
that's
fair.
fair. All right, fine. I'll fix it.
The only time I wouldn't have light cast on myself is if for stealthing, and stealthing without light specifically.
All right. It is now saved, so every time I drag it in, it should have that.
Thank you.
Well, does anybody have a particularly keen sense of seeing traps?
It depends if it's a perception or an investigation check.
Sevatar, we just lifted your dead ass up off the ground. I don't think you have the right to talk here.
All right, well then you search for traps next time. I'll wait here. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Where do you nap at?
Make
Go talk to my rat friend.
You gonna go sleep in the bed? Make me a con save. No.
In the bed? No,
I'm kidding.
Man, I'm some sort of privileged Witcher. I don't sleep in beds. I sleep on the floor where I belong. I know my place.
Oh, sorry. Make me a dex save. There's needles that come out of the floor
God.
and stab.
Oh, jeez.
I'll take point then and start walking down the stairs, analyzing every single one as I go down.
Okay. Make me an investigation check as you descend.
I'll train her with her crossbow in front of her just to see if any oogie boogies decide to pop up.
I can assist.
Twice, but it's not coming through.
I'll assist with the investigation.
Okay.
God damn it, what the hell?
Yeah, roll 20 is tripping for me right now.
Yeah, it might spam us with a bunch of rolls here in a second.
Yeah, well, we'll use the first one, whatever happens.
Yeah, it says it's unresponsive.
Oh, great.
See if I can do it for you. Hey, I got one to go off.
Noise.
All right.
Well, I can't see it, so let me try and reload all my roll 20 stuff then.
Okay. Yeah, it could just be that. As you start descending down these stairs, it's starting to hit you, and you're feeling like it's kind of a damp environment down there. The stairs are going more and more into what looks like stone. And I'm going to move your token over to another map.
You can move me over since I'm assisting as well.
Well, I'm going to move everybody over.
No way.
Assuming you guys all go down, but you won't see it until you... okay, but I will move Chikara
I'm
as
going.
well. It's damp, and you find barrels and stone on the ground around you, and you see a cage out around the corner. Polaris is also going.
Cage out and around the corner. Before I even take a step off of the steps and onto the concrete, could I do like a perception for any visible traps?
Make me a perception check.
See if it works.
That one, I will roll myself instead of assisting.
As you're not at this point, Adalia, you're pretty confident that there is no more traps along this stairwell. But as you look out, you do see that there's blood kind of covering the floor, and around there's like water seeping up and underneath this place. It smells like mold and corpses. It's just not good.
It seems like enough evidence to incriminate this person. What business do we have here? Nobody?
I'm staring at nothing but
Where's the
darkness. Hold on.
feast?
Yeah, I'm still loaded.
All right. Sorry, you guys didn't say you were going down, so I hadn't moved you just yet. But you were theoretically upstairs. But assuming
I am
you guys are
going
all
down.
good, yeah. I just put all of you guys on so you can see.
Doesn't look like there's any traps down here. Just a cold basement with rotting corpses.
Are you guys seeing the downstairs?
I am seeing the downstairs.
I'm not seeing the downstairs.
I had to
You
restart my
are on
pirate
it.
wedding.
Let me refresh.
I'm having zero
I know I
issues
can't
with
see much
runtime.
because we haven't moved.
Yeah. And Chikara should have light, right? You can see Chikara?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So Corzo should at least be able to see your light.
Yeah, roll 20. Let me just close out of it. Hold on. Rebel today.
So, how far down did you determine that things are safe?
I believe I'm on like the last step.
It looks like at least the next like 5 to 10 feet away from you, from what you can tell, is safe.
Right. So I'm standing on the last wooden step of the staircase, and I'm calling back up to you guys that it appears to be safe. This appears to look like a dungeon, a basement, an unfinished basement. There's just cement down here, but I have very little interest in leading point. There's nothing down here that I need to look for that I think will prove this man's guilt more than I've already seen.
Yeah. Ooh, hey, look. Blood. I think we found the feast.
Can't you
Yeah.
smell it?
Oh, I can smell it all right. Smells rank.
There we go.
Oh,
Should we try to see if there's anything?
oh, that's a big boy, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, he's very big, very large indeed.
And his body's big too.
I'm hanging back by the stairs,
Oh, Jesus.
watching the door.
That's a huge
Just gonna scan the room real quick. Crossbow drawn, just in case.
All right, give me a perception check, Sevatar.
Perception.
I'm
Faint
okay.
Sace, nat
As
20.
you look around, you see two corpses. One of them looks like it's a half orc. The other one looks like a halfling inside of a cage. She looks like, or you can't really tell the gender from here, but they look like they have died recently.
Oh, they got luscious cousins.
Inside one of the barrels, you can see that the rats have kind of eaten a hole, and you can see a little bit of what looks like bone dust coming out of a barrel.
Which one?
Over here.
Oh, uh-huh.
Do you read like all that?
I'll leave the body to you guys. I'm gonna go check out this and just kind of start peeking in little barrels and boxes just to see what's inside. Carefully, though.
Okay.
I might say
I'd like to point
investigatively.
out I do have See Invis still because I cast it when we got here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. As you guys did detect from before, there is no undead within a mile of where Sevatar cast it, which was by the house or outside the house or something like that.
Right.
Chikara, as you are walking into the room, you notice that there's like a pile of what looks like hay over on the opposite side of the room. And you notice that there's some blood stains, on that side of the room. And you notice the blood stains on it as well. Sevatar, as you are peeking around in a couple of these barrels, roll me a d6.
A what?
A d6.
6.
All right. It appears like all of these barrels on this side of the room, they seem to be like just ground up bones. You find a few larger pieces in them, as you're just kind of like peeking through little holes that have not necessarily opening up the barrel because you got to tilt it upward. But it does appear like most of this is just like bone dust, ground up.
I think we might have an ogre on our hands here, boys. I'm gonna turn around and smile. Get it? This joke's got
Where's the
layers.
bread?
Like onions.
Or
This is
parfaits?
Or parfaits. Yeah.
Whoever's been doing this has clearly been doing it for a while.
There appears to be some blood over by this haystack if anybody would like to look into that. I can try, but I'm not great at it.
Let me take a look.
I'm gonna go ahead and scoop up some bone dust here.
Not bad.
I'm gonna take a few steps up the stairs so that way I can like get my eyes to the floor line
Okay.
of the other floor and keep an eye on the front door, which I don't know how much of it I could see. But
You can't really see, but you know it's closed and you would hear it. So you're confident that what you're doing is good. You'd also see like the outside light kind of come in. So go ahead and make me a perception check at Dahlia, just so I have it. Okay.
whole 9.
You're a little distracted by the smells of this room. It's a little bit much, but
And whatever
you're
we're
holding
about
it together and
to
you're trying to
work.
focus. Okay, Savitar's pulling a little bit. Corzo, as you get over to that haystack, you do notice that there is an arm that's actually in there, and it looks like it's been drained. You're guessing that that's what some of these blood stains are. And as you also look at it, it looks like there's like a circle that's been patted down quite a bit, almost like a resting spot. Maybe where this creature sleeps.
Does it look like the size of this thing, or?
No, it looks like it looks smaller than that. It looks smaller than that thing. 5'10", 6 foot, something like that. It looks like a balled up section, like kind of like how a dog would sleep on a dog bed, kind of deal. But the hay has been kind of conformed into that.
Do we know of any types of vampire creatures that would nest like that?
You know that most vampire creatures would nest. It's not the typical D&D vampire where they sleep in like coffins and stuff
Right,
like
yeah.
that.
I'm just
No,
wondering if
they
there's a
more
certain variant.
nest in like walls or in the floor, or they find nooks and crannies to kind of hide in. And based off of what you've kind of gathered from the rest of this investigation, it seems like the rest of it is like a facade to try to act and feel like a normal person. Well, down here seems very much like this is where it would have actually lived. And it actually has a lot of traction. You can tell from the water that has kind of like collected up in certain sections of it. You can see the paths that have been worn down by this creature, and you can see claw marks all around the place.
Well, I might have an idea if we want to wait and see if we can catch this thing down here. But let's check out Shrek over here, shall we?
Hey, no, you're not.
Well, unfortunately, I do believe that he is planning on meeting up at Lucia's Inn, so waiting here would be less fruitful than just waiting there.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm simply laying a trap for him. And I'm going to pull out 6 hunting traps, all tied together in my bag, see?
Yes, but I mean, I think she was expressing that she would capture him if we weren't arriving to capture him, type of thing, at her place.
Ooh, Lusha? That's the she, right?
Lucia.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You have a weird accent.
Sorry, I get used to it.
Savitar, I do want to point out that at this point, I know you mentioned you want to look at everything, but at this point, you have only looked at these barrels right below you.
Yeah, that's
if you would like to continue to look around at other things, you can, but I'm just letting you know time-wise.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm
Okay.
talking about body behind us here. It's probably important. That looks like
Yeah.
a lot of blood for feeding. Like a lot of blood.
Do we see rats?
Rat boy.
You heard rats scurrying when you kind of descended the stairs. You do not see any in here currently.
Yeah, we're probably bothering him with the light. Anyway, let's go look at the orc. Yeah, half orc. They're
All
pretty rare in these parts, aren't they?
Half orc, in general is pretty rare to see in all of the Northern Realms. If there was anywhere that you would find half-orc, it would be Skellig. More than every other place. But they are fairly uncommon. They're below dwarves and below halflings.
I was trying to think of a short joke off the top of my head, but I can't. I'm gonna nudge it with my foot to make sure it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. It looks like rats got to it, and we all assume this is the feast, right?
Yeah, there looks like a lot of bite marks and stuff on it. However,
One can
give
only
me
hope this is
a medicine check.
Ooh, I've got double proficiency in that. I don't.
It does appear like most of the blood has been drained from this thing, and it is kind of smeared across the ground right where it is. But as you kind of look a little bit more, you can see that it was tried to clean up, like something tried to clean up the blood, not with a rag, but more with like a tongue.
Yummy.
But it has stained the ground.
Is this half-orc's facial features still, like, recognizable?
As you kind of like flip it over to get a better sense, it does appear to be intact, and yeah, it's recognizable. You think you could describe this to somebody?
Oh, I've got something better. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna turn around slowly.
It's a Kodak
Do you
moment.
think we should bring evidence to anybody in particular here, Polaris?
Yes.
Yes?
I don't
Alright.
know who.
I'm gonna start cutting the half-orc's head off with a dagger.
Hold up a second.
Sorry,
Do
you
we
wanna go
wanna-
first? My bad.
Do we want to commune with this thing like we did with the blacksmith's wife? See what we can glean about our prey?
Not a bad idea.
Roy, that means you! Wakey, bird boy. I know. Scary stuff. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll use it.
Okay, so you
bully.
casually just walk over to it and cast Speak with Dead. What? I'm turning you up even more, Justin, because you're still pretty quiet.
Am I?
Yeah,
You
I
are.
just had to turn them up too.
You're at 200% and you're still quiet for me.
Let me check.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me when this gets too loud. Test.
That's
Is it
fine.
still? Is it good?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
You want to hear something terrible?
No.
If I do that. Oh Lord.
Oh my god. Don't do that.
Okay, is this good there though?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we cast the thing.
Okay.
Of course, Broy, whispers into the skull.
We've got to.
Nothing's working, but never mind.
All
Are
right.
you feeling okay?
As you grab the
Present.
thanks for the alert.
Oh.
Grab a dub.
There we go. That's what.
As you pull the skull out and whisper into it, we need to speak with the half-orc.
Enjoy your lurk, Izzy.
You hear a faint voice in your head, Broy. Something that speaks back to you. It says,
Yo!
it says something in a language that you don't recognize.
Oh shit.
Did we all hear this, or?
No, it's just Broy. And all of a sudden, after about
Spanish.
10 seconds or so. No, it doesn't sound like Spanish.
Just making sure it wasn't Elven, that's all.
After about 10 seconds, the half-orc that was just flipped over begins opening its mouth. Ask 5 questions.
Ask.
Wait, has it always been 5?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was-
Ask 4 questions.
Damn.
Ah, shit, he can hear us? 3 questions. Fuck.
Can we not? 2.
So what are we asking?
Damn, how do we screw this up so bad?
Wait. We have one left. Let's not biff this. Let's intro with something nice. How are you
Biff
feeling?
what?
How are you feeling? Tell me about your day.
Does not compute.
Do we want to ask it how it got here? Since since these type of folk aren't from around here, that might help us know something. If it was brought here forcefully by this creature.
Yeah.
True.
Describe it too.
Describe the creature that brought you here, oh mighty dead thing.
A lovely elven maiden by the name of Imra.
Isn't that the name of the thing that claims to be a ghost?
Imra from the other inn?
Yeah. Is that not? Is that it?
Benjamin?
I fucking told you. I fucking told you. Oh no, it's just an attraction. No, it's what people just go to see. Anyway, sorry, boy, continue. Puff out my chest a little bit and cross my arms as my dirty, long-ass fingernails and hair slob across me. Oh, man.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, Gorzo.
Excuse me, Mr. Half-Orc, you just describe what she looks like.
Yeah, we had a deal. We had an agreement.
Technically, it described her as lovely.
Yeah.
Yakara, wait in the other goddamn room.
Do you want more description?
Yeah. Usually when you ask somebody to describe something, that's what it means. But you're right, lovely counts, so yeah, we'll just have to do some guesswork with the cops here. That'll go over great.
Well, I don't know that it matters her appearance if it is the ghost or not ghost of that tavern. That's a pretty solid ID.
There's a lot of, what do you call it? Disguise work going on here. What if the ghost is really the vampire that's really not a vampire? It's just a major image. I don't know.
Well, we
Anyway.
certainly know that it can change its appearance at will.
Hold on.
Ask
Go ahead. I'm
how
gonna
long
think.
ago? Ask how long he's been here.
How long have you been here?
As a corpse.
As a corpse.
You know it wouldn't know the answer to that.
Oh shit.
What
If
was
you
the
ask
date that
how
you
long it's been
died?
here,
Yeah.
What was the date that you died?
No. What day did you come down? What was the date of the day that you came down here?
What? Day of
it's
the
gonna
week
say a
was it?
number is about 10 days ago.
You know, I
And
think
judging from the corpse, it's the fact that it's been dried of all blood. It's been deteriorating a bit slower, but there's a lot of bite marks from rats and stuff. It could have easily been here for 10 days.
What? Did someone ask what day?
Yeah,
Yeah, about 10 days ago.
So not a Tuesday.
not a Tuesday. Yes.
Okay, because I'm gonna say it's the fucking old knight that got kicked out for draining people. I'm grasping at straws here. I know it's connected. The fucking ghost. I told you guys, but oh no. What if I'm gonna sit here and start spitballing while you guys are asking questions. What if?
Man's on a crusade.
Broy, the whole time you're asking questions, you have to be within like 5 feet of this thing.
Oh, nice. I just have to be extra close to it.
Yeah.
Playing in the background.
Extra creep.
And it doesn't know any idea of it being now. It's just like the
It
animated
doesn't-
version
yeah.
of exactly what it was moments before death. It's like,
Yeah.
how long ago? It would be like, what do you mean ago?
Yeah.
This is a long shot, but is there a way that if there's any blood left in this thing, that I could use my poisoner's kit to test it to see if it's the same kind of poison that I was hit with, that 2 other people
You
were hit
can.
with?
Ken.
May I partake, Broy?
Go
Haven't
for it.
Determined this.
Ask, how did you get lured here, or something like that? How did?
Yeah. Well, no, he got lured by the
Right,
hooer.
but like, what did they say? What did they do to get you to come here?
Did
Yeah.
you come willingly?
Probably.
Did you come? Well, yeah.
Yeah. Did you come willingly to this place, and how did you get here?
I stayed in the tavern. I got the special room.
Special room.
Based off of that, I know Polaris and Chikara have a high enough insight to understand that it sounds like it didn't die here, it died in the room.
Oh. What was the last thing you remember?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
does
what's the
that-
last thing you remember? You asking me the previous question.
No, it doesn't remember anything from death, so it technically wouldn't even remember those questions.
Where do you live?
The last thing that it remembers. A lovely maiden by the name of Imra came down and gave me a kiss.
Pause. Wait.
What?
Oh, okay.
Is
He
Alright,
stayed
that
in the
makes sense, yeah.
tavern. He stayed in the tavern in the special room, but not on a Tuesday. And Imra came down from the rafters and killed him.
Kiss.
So,
There was something about-
is this like a suicide booth room? Is this a known facet of this room? Polaris, do you know that this tavern kills people?
I feel like that would have been something I would have said.
No, you did
before the
not know
beginning of this whole
that.
thing.
So we can discern from that this was an illicit activity that was either performed by this alleged ghost or somebody pretending to be this alleged ghost.
the fair maiden that they speak of, is that the image of the old woman? Does that match the description of the vampire that you guys were hunting?
I
But
don't
it
believe
shapeshift.
so.
The description you guys had was a male, so not at all.
With the vampire, yeah.
Well, I believe Adalia is referring to the old woman who lives here, but only the rats have described that person to us.
Oh yeah, you haven't have much of a description of that.
So the old lady knows what's up.
So you
Unless
have
the
two
old lady's
questions.
the vampire.
Yeah, it
I think we only have one left.
Yes, the old lady's
Broy
the
did
vampire.
ask a second question, but I don't believe he actually.
Where do
asked
you
it.
live?
I answered one. All right. Spike Roog.
Oh wait, this is not Hots.
Nope.
Oh,
Bye, AK.
Bye bye.
It's the ghost! No.
all right.
You guys know that Spike Roog is another island.
Here in Skellig?
Yep, in Skellig. If you want me to move you over to the map, you guys can see where it's at. It is basically just across the ocean from where you guys are currently. It's basically bloop, right across.
Well, how the thick plottins. Looks like we gotta go stay in that room.
In order to what? Find the same ghost that lured all these people here.
Oh, the ghost is working with the vampire then. A collusion, one might say.
Why don't we just camp out here and wait until the vampire comes
I
home?
was thinking that, but do we know it's even coming back here? Anytime
We
soon?
know,
Unless
according
it
to
already kills
Lucia.
someone.
Sorry about that. We know, according to Lucia, it's intending to meet up, or it's intending to come to the tavern tonight.
Right.
Not Lucia. It was the bartender that you heard this information from.
Potato.
Just making sure you know it wasn't Lucia. Lucia had no idea. Her name was
Pyra.
Yeah.
Oh, the racist, yeah.
Yes, according to Pyra, we know that he's coming to visit tonight. Or at least that's what she was told.
Savitar, as you look at this blood, it does not appear to have that same poison. This seems to be I mean, at this point it's stained, so you're not you're pretty positive with your medicine check or your poisoner's kit check that this is not poisoned at all.
So hear me out. I have a theory. Back at one of the brothels that I used to work, there was this traveling show put on by a set of 3 people. It was about a werewolf, a vampire, and a ghost all living together. And their antics were related to one another, but kind of independent. Do you think it could be possible that that's what's happening here? That the old woman is indeed the ghost killing people with her kisses, and she has a vampire pet that she brings here to feed after she kills people with kisses.
I think it's possible. I don't
Makes
know if
sense.
it's probable.
I would definitely say it doesn't seem probable that 2 different supernatural phenomenon are intersecting to murder people in town, but
Especially since vampires are as territorial as they are.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 things can happen. We can go back to the bar with this information we know, and I still think that the bartender was not on the up and up. We throw
Yep.
some holy water in his face, see what happens. If nothing happens, give him a gold. Sorry.
And knowing what we know about Savitar's capabilities, we could use Polaris's familiarity with this city to try to get approximately 1 mile away from that tavern specifically, and sense if it's within that.
1 mile away from an undead when we were over across the street from the tavern.
We were, but I don't know what else that was intersecting. I'm trying to see if we can triangulate that the tavern is in question. Like, if we use a second one just within 1 mile of that, knowing the city layout and the previous 1 mile ping, we can kind of overlap and create a Venn diagram of what was within that 1 mile. Or those 2 miles, if you will.
Polaris starts looking at his orb in his staff, like trying to triangulate everything. He's like, wait, what? Looking at his little map on his staff.
Well, and if nothing else, we can stay in the bar. In Lucia's bar. Until someone shows up.
I mean, that also only works, unfortunately, if the thing we're trying to triangulate on isn't moving for that
Yes,
entire
that
time
is-
we're doing that.
That is a big if, but if we think it's a a dwarf in there, then that could help. Or one of the tavern people.
And we do know that they are less active during the day. Not necessarily dormant, but less active.
More importantly, I do agree with Corzo. I say we go to the 2 taverns that are across the street from another. Once again, a pretty big coincidence for 2 separate supernatural phenomenon involving murders and undead to be occurring. But we go there. We all stay in Lucia's tavern. Sevatar and perhaps another stay the night in the special room, and the first one to find something popping off messages to the other to get the hell over to the others.
True.
Sevatar,
I like my special rooms.
as they're talking, you open up this crate that's right in front of you, and you see a few syringes
Ooh, looks like someone's
that have been stained.
I'll just gently bag those real quick. These look like, I'm guessing, blood.
Yep, and with all your checks that you've already done, you can tell that this is vampire blood.
Ooh, bingo, bango, jackpot. More vampy blood. Let me just add that to my inventory.
There's 3 syringes that have been stained, and they're like, they can hold maybe a quart of liquid each. Like, they're pretty sizable.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like little like metal.
Well, like the
ones that were-
needle is like this big, but like the container that it comes up with is pretty sizable. Sorry, not
Is
a
a
quart,
quart-
a pint. A pint is what I meant to say.
Is a quart more
Comes
than
in
a pint?
pints?
Okay.
It comes in bites.
I'm getting one. Now that we have 3 of them.
Yeah. One of them is still functioning. The other 2 have like broken needle tips.
Oh wow.
And it looks like they're like at the bottom of the bag of the crate. And it does look like there's like straps and looks like different like funnels and stuff like that.
We got a whole kit going on here. I'm gonna start gently taking the stuff out and kind of placing it on top of one of the crate lids.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but that appears like a thing that one would use to extract blood. In this case, vampire blood from an unwilling vampire, perhaps?
Or extract blood from people and keep them alive.
Or inject vampire blood and attempt
Yeah.
to turn. Or just poison.
A lot of possibilities. Let's see what's in.
We have
crates.
one more question, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the cage here while you guys are asking. Actually, no. I'm gonna look at the cage to make sure that there's no needles in the goddamn lock. I'm guessing is
Okay.
on the cage.
Do we just want to ask? Do we
On the
just
other
want
side
to
is the
ask
door.
him to?
Yep.
Do we just want to ask him to tell us everything he knows about Imra and the tavern?
Yeah.
That way
That's
we can get just a general coverage of information.
Good call.
Yeah.
Sounds fine.
If we just ask it to recount everything it knows in its entirety.
From its birth. In the beginning.
Roy, I leave it up to you. If you're gonna ask it, you gotta ask it.
So which one am I asking now?
Ask
Because
it
there
to
was
tell
like
us-
3 questions that just came
Its
out.
whole
of it.
life story.
Ask it to tell us everything it knows about Imra and the Harry Bear Inn.
I asked it to tell us everything. Tell me everything you know about the Pemra and the Perry Bear Inn.
Saturday in the park.
The Harry
What's
Bear
it
Inn
The 4th
has a
of July.
story surrounding it. Story of Imra. An interesting tale of a ghost that haunts people's dreams.
Can
It's
we
been
fast forward
spreading
through the
throughout
stuff
the
we already
land.
know?
No, it's our last question. We gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta listen to all of it. As the half orc like yells at you.
Don't interrupt me.
Listen, I've played what are those called?
Over the last 5 years,
Yeah, fair.
the the inn is getting more and more attention. Guests have claimed that they've had shared dreams of a beautiful lady lusting over them while they sleep.
Lusty ladies. My elbow, Chikara.
Fair and just. That's how he ends it. So, kind of what you already knew.
So, what we gather from that is that he knew nothing about this place except what is generally known about it. He went there and then was murdered for it.
Sounds about right, yeah.
What? Give me an insight roll. As the corpse drops back down and the mouth closes up and it is no longer animated.
Laris, you can also do that.
Chikara, it sounds like he himself was a tourist that came here, looking for, to know what it's like, what it is. So what he has is basically the information that a brochure would kind of have. I mean, but you know what I mean. The fact that he's not from here also makes you go. It just kind of all adds to interesting. But yeah, and then the fact that Jemdar said that people don't stay there that aren't from around here already. It's all puzzling. Sevatar, as you look at the lock and stuff, it's pretty rusty and old. It does not appear to have any sort of mechanisms in here or traps whatsoever. It does look like you could pick it without an issue. Actually, it looks super easy to pick. And the corpse that's in there looks like they've been siphoned of all their blood as well. And while you're standing over here, you get a strong whiff of blood coming from the barrels behind you.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh. Something's a little stank over here. I think we might take sketchings of the faces of these people here. Or, I mean, I would preferably just take the heads as proof to show that, hey,
now that we've
sucked on.
Now that we've finished speaking with him, I don't have an issue with taking the head.
I'll get on it then.
Polaris, can you make me a religion check?
Religion.
Here it is.
Right. So why is my stuff taking forever to load? Let me mission again. Let me
Quick, somebody, Philorad.
Sorry,
Thinking
give me
about
1 second. You guys can keep going though.
So thinking about it and looking back, do I find it weird the absence of people around this area? That, like, I remember you saying when we were trying to break in, there was like nobody around. We had the all clear. Thinking about it in comparison to the rest of the town and patrols we've seen, did that seem odd in hindsight?
You guys were kind of looking for nobody to be around. It didn't look super odd. You did see people like walking around. They just happened to turn the corner by the time you guys were, getting ready. You think that people do walk around here more often. And as the night the night starts to fall upon the town, you think that there's gonna be more and more people around
Okay.
in the housing area.
So it seems to me like Imra in the Hairy Bear preys on travelers and outsiders. This patron who goes there every Tuesday night has yet to be murdered by this ghost, which either means he's involved in the murders or he's a local and therefore spared. Polaris expressed that it was a highly traveled place, especially from outsiders, which contradicted what the bartender said. Which could mean that the bartender is aware of this and intentionally killing outsiders for some reason or another.
I think we have a few more questions for the old innkeeper. And I think we got a hot date with a ghost girl tonight, too.
So do we all agree to the plan I suggested earlier of splitting up between each tavern and keeping an ear open for first to get an event?
Splitting the party? You don't have to ask twice.
It's efficient and gives us the best coverage, but we'll only be about 60 feet away from each other on actually, which side... Do we know which side of the building the ghost room is? Like, is it on the side closer to the street upstairs or on the farther side?
It is. So the layout of the tavern is you walk in, and that's the bar part, and then on the back end of it is where the rooms are. So it would be the further away from the street.
But hers was upstairs, right?
There is
The
no
ghost
upstairs for that one. There's like a
okay.
left and a right, and they both have like hallways of rooms and stuff.
So it would be further away from the street then.
Yes, further away from the street.
Okay.
Polaris, you notice that the corpse in there has a... it looks like there's almost a carving on the ground of like marked out in blood, a symbol of Freya. And looking at her based off the clothes she is wearing, now that you're a little closer, she looks like a priest.
It's like a what?
A priest.
Priest. I heard police. I was like, huh?
It's the
What are they-
police.
I just want you guys to know this halfling here. Halfling?
Yeah, it is a halfling.
Was a priest at one point. I don't know. Maybe she found about this vampire and tried to stop it?
Does she look old?
No, not particularly.
No, not particularly.
Should we talk to this one too?
Couldn't help it.
Might not be a bad idea.
I know we're spending a
She
lot
is
of
the
time on
priest
this
that
one.
was seeking the vampires. She may have more active knowledge of what we seek.
Exactly.
We do have the ability to cast it kind of at will.
Yeah.
Yep,
it's
get over here,
kinda-
boy.
Apologize to the child. And get everything.
Snap, snap.
Do it. It's been done.
Is the cage open? Did we open it?
It is not open. Oh, you did open it, Savitar?
Yeah, I thought you said I didn't
Okay,
need to
yeah.
roll for it.
Nope, you don't.
Yeah.
You quickly open it. So yeah, it is open.
I guess it again.
Okay. You hear a voice in your head again, Broy. Give me an insight roll,
Uh-oh.
Broy.
It's at will, but at what cost?
It sounds like it's singing. Anyway, as you continue, the corpse
You guys hear that?
starts animating again. It's like there's a little bit of a rhythm to the way the words are being said, but you don't understand any of it. It's beatboxing.
I briefly go to the top of the steps and make a perception as well. Keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I've been chilling
Yeah.
here the whole time, but watch Jakarta just walks right by me.
Listen, I may not have paid that much attention, but I paid enough attention to know your attention paying is even worse than mine.
That is a fair statement.
I like less than half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Adalia, a little hurt, is like, come on. Make me another perception check, Adalia. This time at advantage, as you're a little bit more determined to prove him wrong.
Only looking at the door, I don't care at all about what's inside.
Yeah, this time everything else has left your train of thought, and you're focusing 100% on upstairs and the door.
I've got the door.
I copy that.
Broy, the head starts to turn and face directly towards you. Arms still flailed out, and the eyes open up, and it just stares right at you, Broy.
Who are you?
That's a great question.
Come on.
I expect first, last, and maiden name.
Two.
Who are you?
You've stumped me.
You've confused me.
In my culture, we are only named after our death.
So who are you?
My name is
Geraldine, it
Carnilla.
That's definitely a stripper name.
That's, are we sure she's not the
Alright.
vampire?
What do we want to ask her?
We can start with finding out how she got locked in that cage, if she knows about it. Tell us about your final moments alive.
Tell us about your final moments alive.
Imra descended. I woke up seeing a hideous beast before me. She looked elven. That was changed. A monstrous version of an elven creature. I screamed and was knocked out and dragged here. I watched as she fed on the corpse across from me.
Oh, also only 10 days ago.
Technically sooner, most potentially.
Oh, true.
We could ask if they
that where she-
remember seeing anybody else down here.
Also, why'd you go to that room too? That's what
I was gonna say, why would a priest go to that room?
She may have been investigating people's disappearances.
There's one way to find out.
What led you to that room, or something along those lines?
I agree with that.
Right?
Oh, boy! Oh, man, I'm getting sore waiting around here, bro.
Look, man. I don't know what to ask her, right?
I can see.
We
Not to
three of us
ask her
just
person.
gave you the same question to ask.
I can see how much using this skull is weighing on you. Perhaps
I
you
was
should
gonna
pass it off
say-
to someone else.
I asked the questions.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I was lured to the room by the mysterious ghost stories. I wanted to hunt down whatever the creature was.
Ooh, gang, gang.
Like imagining that with the mask, like he's right there with all you guys. He just isn't.
It's just a dial tone.
This thing is peering into my soul. It's creeping me out, guys.
The big looming mask and face and the little tiny halfling. All right. While they're doing this, I'm gonna open this and make sure that my suspicions are true. That there's blood in here, and if there is, take a nice sampling of it.
Okay.
Sip. Oop.
I
Sampling.
Just gonna
Um,
swish it around.
give
Yep,
me a
spit it back out.
sleight of hand check.
Aged. Sleight of hand. 18. I don't know why that was for you. Hold on. There we go.
You kind of move the lid out a little bit, which starts to spill out the sides with some blood, and you can tell that it is a humanoid blood. It is not monstrous blood. But you are able to collect at least a vial. If you'd like more, you can. It does seem to be about 3/4 full.
If we want to piss this thing off, we could break these barrels and flood its supply and draw it out.
Why would we need to draw it out if?
Just in case we can't find it. Just, options, that's all.
Even better if Polaris is capable.
3 questions remain.
Can you sanctify this so that it is toxic to the beast? Polaris?
Polaris walked away, but I don't know if he has
he's
the
open.
capability of doing that. I'll look at his spells.
I could
Could
dump
I,
a thing of holy water in it and
That could work.
mix it around.
That's something of what I had in mind, yeah.
How many did I get?
I might be able to do it, but it wouldn't be until tomorrow. And even
No,
then, it's a long shot to be able to do it for that much.
No, don't worry about it. This whole thing's gonna be wrapped up by tomorrow morning.
With one way or the other. Either we're all dead or it's dead.
True.
All right, 3 more questions. She did go there with the intent of fighting it, but seemed to not know anything more than the average person did.
And
But she did seem to see through its illusion.
How did you spot it?
it came out of the ceiling and
Yeah, it came out of the
No, but she
ceiling.
saw through the illusion. But how did she see through the illusion?
I'm a light sleeper.
Nobody else could.
Typically, you just see through them.
Typically, you just see through them.
I'm a light sleeper. It woke me up.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe we should ask if she was the only one that she had seen in the room, but I think we cleared that up, right? It was only the ghosty.
It was not a ghost. You know
What's
that it
easier
was some
to-
sort of monstrous thing.
She described it as a
Yeah,
Hideous
weird elf monster creature.
sounds
Is it
like
weird. Sorry,
Sounds like
weird
a
elf
vampire
monster
to you.
creature? Okay, just want to make sure. But-
It sounds like based off of everything you know, you're like, okay, you could describe a vampire as a weird elf-looking monster creature.
So, ghost and vampire thing, okay.
And it was,
I'm gonna
that was it.
I make an arcana to see if I know about any dream eating abilities where if the target is asleep you can instill images into its mind.
Yes, you do know that there are spells like that. Dream is a spell that can specifically do something like that. You can implant memories.
So I'm with her testimony of her being a light sleeper is what caused her to help perceive this beast as it was. I'm recalling there are some effects of magical nature that could in fact do something like this. The dream spell for one. So this ghost that people have been seeing is merely a projection into the minds of those deepest in sleep. Polaris, do you know of a lot of people disappearing regularly around these parts?
No. I'm assuming no more than a normal area. People miss for various reasons, hunting accidents and stuff like that.
So it sounds like this ghost is our vampire, and if this ghost is our vampire, why is it so selective in who it decides to feed upon? If it were eating enough people regularly enough to create a spike in disappearances, we'd know about it.
It seems like either they're recent Or they, well, as we can see with the barrels full of blood, they stock up every once in a while. Maybe this is just the most recent in a sudden bout.
Corzo, give me an insight roll. Very good. You know they're
Oh, yeah, it's very good.
territorial, and you know that this is a very smart vampire, and based off of where it is and how it's been living, you're guessing it doesn't want to get caught. So it's been taking people, visitors, and hiding them and masking their disappearances, because nobody will question if a visitor is gone. Nobody knows who they are.
True.
So why would it be targeting the inn? That's what runs in your head. Because you can tell that based off of Lucia being it seems like targeted at this point.
Part is obvious. She's taking all the foreigners.
She doesn't
People
want to
that
get
won't
caught.
miss. Yeah.
She's smart.
Crafty bastard.
We'll have to be smarter.
And she's not taking the captive. She's not taking the people from the inn. She's trying to set them up. Frame someone is what it seems like.
Yeah, the dwarf from the
Run
sounds of
somebody out of business, keeps the other business profitable again.
I do believe that our innkeep is likely enthralled by this creature, as you suggested they are capable of doing.
Or the innkeep is this creature.
Also highly possible. Or anybody else who has direct ties to that place.
That's
By
what
the
you
way,
meant,
would this
right,
creature
Eric?
not? Would this creature not have to come back here in order to feast? Why don't we just wait for it?
Because by then it could have already killed somebody else.
Not much of my problem.
Yeah, you're learning. Alright,
Eric,
let's go
I
kill the
was-
son of a bitch.
I was
Yes.
correct in that understanding. You meant like the vampire was trying to frame Lucia's business?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why she didn't actually take the bodies, just poison them in a way to make it seem like Lucia's poisoning them. Or something going down there.
Well,
Um,
I'd say
Themselves to
let's head
death.
out and pay the inn a visit.
Sevatar,
Yes?
give me one more investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh,
You
a
notice that
thick-
there is a different black liquid coming from the barrels to the south of you.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go check this stuff out real quick. Hey, yeah.
It appears like it is the vampire's blood.
Oh, jackpot. Does it have a spout or a spigot or a
It
cork
does
hole of any
not.
kind?
It does not, but you do remember seeing one of them in one of the crates you opened up. And you would
Anybody
just
want
have
a
to
sip?
tap it.
Why would we want to do that?
I'll tap the shit out of it. I don't know. Get bored, drink it, turn into a vampire. Pretty cool.
Uh,
Get
that's
the hair and
what's
the nails
gonna happen.
for it. No, it's not. Probably gonna die.
It's a few hours of tripping and a lifetime of eternal damnation.
Nah, it's alright. I've had worse. It's just a Tuesday. I'll tap it.
It is a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
it flows. You're able to make it flow pretty well.
Alrighty.
Hey, Broy.
And-
Go ahead, let the disembodied voice in the sky
No,
first.
go for it. Go for it.
That plan of yours that was incredibly foolish and almost wasteful in Lucia's Inn sounds like it
Yes.
would be pretty valuable in the Hairy Bear Inn. It's a smaller establishment, and if we suspect the barkeep or the tavern wench or someone else in there to be a vampire, that might be a quick and easy way to root him out.
True. I think we should do that. Let's start with there.
Yeah, I think that's my vote of next course of action.
All right.
Anybody else?
When you say it like that, the inn sounds like the Hairy Baron. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
All right. So while you guys are figuring out your next step, Savitar is taking a look at this blood that's coming out. We're going to take a 10-minute break right here, use the restroom, get some water, and then we'll take it back. So we will be right back, guys. Bum, bum, bum. Now we are officially back. Welcome. Welcome. Hello, hello.
Gotta come back.
So as Sevatar is pouring out this
Tap, tapping.
blood, and the rest of you guys are deciding to leave this area. Bror, you still have 3 questions left if you'd like to ask anything.
Where did you live?
Hinder's Fall.
What do you want done to your remains?
Burn them.
Consumed by the asker of the question.
Oh no.
Burned or set out at sea. 2 very common ways for skelegons to dispose of the dead.
Last question. Is there anyone you would like to know, or is there anyone that you would want them to know that you have passed?
The priestess. And based off of context clues, you would assume that would be the Hinder's Fall priestess, which conveniently, you guys are on a mission to go there anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What was her name again? I didn't write it.
Megan.
Her name was Camilla.
Lusha.
Lusha. Camilla. Priestess. Tell. Who. Alright. I leave. Wait. I first have no way of lighting her on fire. Hey, can any of you make a fire real quick and just burn this place down?
That
I
might
mean-
not be the best idea, but
We can put her in that pile of hay and burn her.
I may
Yeah,
want
let's
to
do that.
investigate it.
I'm not touching the hay.
I can create fires.
Ooh, there you go. I
Should
have
we
made
also
fire.
move the half orc over there too?
I mean, does she look like she's
No.
been dead for more than 10 days?
He is a Skelgian, so I'd say yes, Polaris.
We are kind of surrounded by blood.
Yeah, like how old does this corpse look in the middle of the thing here?
Give me a
10 minutes.
medicine check.
Hey, anybody got an extra water skin?
It looks
I can
like
fill it up.
maybe 5 days old.
I can
Max?
bring her back.
There is no blood in her body right now.
We have
Are you
plenty of
thinking-
wine.
We got plenty of vampire blood.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
You
Would
right.
you like to bring her back?
She has no blood. Won't she just like instant die?
Wake
I
up
don't,
thirsty?
I
as
don't
fuck
know
and
if
die again.
Revivify restores all the blood to your body or not.
Ray's dead.
Raise Dead does?
I don't know, but not Revivify. He's not casting Revivify.
Oh, sorry, Raise Dead.
It's long past 1 minute.
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't know if Raise Dead returns all the blood to your body. So let me.
So just stick her in a pile of blood, and we'll get in a pull back.
I
in.
have Revivify. I think Shikari
Revivify
has
wouldn't
the
work.
other one.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions left to ask her?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah. You think that it would? It will close all mortal wounds. It won't restore missing body parts. If they're lacking any body parts or organs, internal organs for its survival, its head, for instance, the spell will automatically fail. I would say, yeah, it would probably return the blood, or enough of it that it would be okay.
That's why they're so weak. They don't have enough blood.
I'm not positive, but fuck it. We'll say sure.
But
I think we should bring her back.
I'm not opposed to this plan. We're not exactly overflowing with funds to do so.
True. Although having the priestess owe us a favor might come in useful in the future.
if only we could ask her if she wanted to be brought back.
This world may not have much.
Are you saying that we have other
That is kind of why I was
Hilarious,
asking if we had
genius.
any questions left.
This world won't have much of a future if we don't get back to Melatelli.
True.
Well, she's dead. I can't bring her back. I think we should, though.
Maybe we should ask her real quick.
We can't.
Yeah, you can only cast it once every 10 days
On the same corpse.
on the same corpse, yeah. Sevatar, do you take any of this blood?
Oh yeah.
How much?
Well, let me tell you. Let me pull up my inventory.
Yeah, how many
what?
empty containers do you have?
I have an iron flask, I have an empty glass bottle, and my empty wineskin.
Okay, so that would be about 4 vials worth. We're gonna say the wineskin would be 2 vials. So you'd have to put
Are
them in
vials like
other
an
things.
ounce?
I don't know. We're just gonna say that that's what it is. They're like potion bottles, more accurately, worth, which are larger than a vial. You know you can have more. You know that there's plenty here to get more. Just the amount you're getting from it at this point is only like
Gotcha.
4. So if you have more containers,
Oh, I do.
then yeah. Or if other people have containers.
Not to
So
fill
how-
blood.
I have alchemist supplies. Does that help?
I think it does come with 2 vials.
I mean, I've got plenty here. Like I said, I filled up all my open stuffs.
Honestly, here's the thing about both the blood and her. If we succeed in our mission in finding this vampire and killing it in the tavern where we suspect it to be, it won't be coming back here. Which means we could come back, do whatever we want with the blood, the wine, and this body.
True.
Exactly.
You want to put a moratorium with your rat friends on eating this one, though?
I mean, I guess I could.
Oh, you do you do see a few bite marks and chunks already like gone from her.
Shit.
Well, I got a
Um,
better idea. I'm just gonna
She's
reach
still
down and
like
pick her up.
mostly
Ah.
functioning.
Yeah, if we
Well,
think we
no.
can get her out of here in one piece without us
Yeah.
getting arrested for it.
With Polaris's pull of the city, yeah, you could be very suspicious.
Evidence.
But Polaris seems to have enough pull with the town to be able to do something like that.
Well, I'm good with this plan. Let's take her with us. Once the day is said and done, I can send word to the priestess in question and ask her how they handle their dead, if a resurrection would be
Appreciate
acceptable, accepted, and reimbursed, perhaps.
Now you're speaking my language.
So we're just gonna carry a dead body through the city?
We just
You-
discussed this. Polaris thinks
Hey,
with
Roy.
his
I think we can
Cool,
probably
that-
go undealt. We'll be
Yeah.
noticed, definitely.
You act like we haven't done this before.
Yeah, I was
Not
gonna
very-
say, I'm not calling the kettle black here, boy, but don't you carry a child's skull around in your pocket?
Yeah, but nobody sees that.
I saw it.
Anyways, if if we're settled on this course of action, let's get the body and go and head to the inn.
I agree.
I agree.
We could
with-
also just dump out one of the barrels and put the body in the barrel and just carry the barrel. And that alleviates all of the weirdness.
I mean, once we get upstairs, we can throw a blanket over the body on top of Polaris.
True.
We just need to get it to the inn so that we can stash it in one of the rooms or something.
True.
This is where I thought this session was going to take us.
All right, I think we're in agreement. Let's head out.
Let's go kill us a vampire.
We head
Right.
upstairs, we grab a blanket from the bed, throw it over Sevatar holding the corpse.
How much does she weigh?
She's a halfling, so like 45, 50 pounds.
Yeah, I can't carry her. That's for what you
I
think, boys.
got
Here you go,
it.
Chikara. You're glistening with strength and muscle.
Yes, but unfortunately, I use all this
Corzo can
muscle.
carry it.
I use all this
Just
muscle
put
to
it
be
on
attractive,
players.
not to carry corpses. I'm afraid.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
wow.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
People in the industry call it glamour muscle, if you will.
If only
Hey.
I had a horse.
Is that cloak cursed?
What cloak?
The one he's wearing?
What hump?
Sevatar's cloak?
Yeah.
What hump?
Yeah. Yeah, it's cursed.
Okay, he is no longer attuned to it. I forgot.
Roy is
Um,
saying when he cast remove curse to remove
It
the vampire
removes
curse, it
all
would
curses
remove.
and
yeah.
breaks attunement of his cursed
Okay.
item.
It does say that. It would unattune him.
Yeah, that's fine. Sevatar, you reattune almost instantly.
Okay, we're good then.
Assuming
was
he
thinking
wanted
about
to. Like,
Yeah.
Or does it
No,
not
at
even-
this point, it's not even assuming it anymore. And you guys know that he attuned to it almost instantly when he first got it as well.
Mm.
so I'll go grab a blanket, throw it over the back of Corzo, holding the halfling corpse. All right, let's head to Lucia. Hey, Roy, is that paper of yours two-way or one-way?
I think it's one way.
Do we want to really quickly find out?
Sure, I write test on it.
Does it disappear, or does it?
It stays on the paper.
All right.
Yeah, it stays on the
Well,
paper.
hopefully she sees that and assumes we're trying to send word. But either way, let's start heading back. I just thought it might be courteous to notify her we're bringing a corpse to her tavern.
Nah, it'll be exciting.
I'm sure it's not the first one she's seen. It's probably not going to be the last.
So
We've
as
seen
you
one of
guys
the cases,
are
basically.
walking out and Polaris is guiding you through the town, a few guards, people ask what's going on, but he stops them and says it's Jarl business.
Jedi business.
and-
How about your drinks?
These aren't the bodies you're looking for.
After about 10 minutes of walking, Roy, you notice that there's something written on that piece of paper again.
What's it say?
It says, "It works, dumbass."
Guys, it works, dumbass.
She's calling one of you guys a dumbass, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Not it.
Tell her that. Tell her we're bringing something sensitive, and that she should give us a way in that won't draw focus.
I scroll on the thing. We're bringing in a dead body. Let us come in through the back.
Yeah, well, I'll put an empty crate out in the backside. Please wrap around the building.
I write XOXO and then with regards.
So.
Broy
You sense the confusion in the writing. All right. After about another 45 minutes, you make it outside of Lucia's inn. You guys have the body wrapped up in a carpet, right? Or the carpet.
The
The-
classic.
the blanket.
The classic
Yeah, the
carpet.
blanket.
Yeah.
You
With
wrap
the feet
around the
hanging
back
out, yeah.
side where there looks like there's a bunch of like large crates filled with trash, and you see one that is empty right by the back door, or at least that's what you guys would guess is the back door.
I think this is the back door.
All right, so let's deposit her in the crate. Take her upstairs.
As you guys are depositing the crate,
Drop it in
a decent thud is made, and
unceremoniously.
the door opens, and you guys over to the right place, and a elven girl opens the door and says, Lucia said that you had a delivery for one of the rooms. Right this
Yeah.
way.
You
One
could
can
say
say.
that.
She leads you in. Adalia, you recognize this as the same person that kind of let Lucia know that there was ruckus happening when Roy was screaming or not screaming, but
Screaming.
The one with the mad
yeah,
side.
Yeah, I remember.
priesting.
The one with the mad side eye.
Yeah. You guys have a room, correct?
We can take her up to that room we were investigating earlier.
Yeah, that's fine. And as you guys are walking in, Lucia, from behind the bar, looks. Yes. Go put that in the room that you guys were in before. It's already locked up. But I'm sure that won't be an issue for you, Sevatar. I'm kind of busy here, and as you guys notice, there's a lot of people in here currently. Like this
You
is now
prefer
full.
we just lockpick your rooms?
I'm not too worried. I'm pretty confident that if Sevatar wanted anything in here, he would have already found it or at least tried.
You take me for a common thief?
Yes.
You want the key? Let me go find it. And she leaves the bar and she heads into her
The
office.
arcane lock is on it. too.
Shake my head at Corzo.
Don't you guys have the key?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure you guys do.
I don't have it. I know that.
No, she took the key.
Did she? Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, maybe I stole it back since I'm just a common street thief.
After
You're right.
a couple minutes,
You are.
she comes back out, hands you guys the key, says, there you go. As you can tell, we're quite busy. So yeah, please take that away and we can talk in my office.
I'm going to say, I want to perform a little bit of a ritual to give us something of a guard in this room while we're gone. I'll come down and catch up in about 10 minutes.
Go for it.
Is
Honestly, I'm going to be a
arcane
little
lock
bit
still
busy
on the
here
door?
getting up some of the
I'm gonna cast
arcane lock is still on the door, but the key works. You can just use the key itself. That's fine.
I'm gonna ritual cast Phantom Steed and leave it in there to guard the
Fucking
box.
horse.
It lasts for an hour and it's intelligent. So.
All right, you gotta give a name, description, something. This can't just be, oh yeah, there's a fucking ghost horse in there. Sea biscuit.
And
Knock,
why
knock,
not?
motherfucker?
Anyway, as Lucia's going over the books and is like checking the registers and stuff like that, and getting everything ready for tonight before the rush really kicks in, you see like a lot of these new employees are coming up to her and asking her, what do we do with like these boxes that are on the second floor? And she's like, they should have already been moved up to the third floor. We got to get that down now. Quickly, go. Just everything's kind of happening right now as all this is going down. And you guys are just kind of watching the chaos ensue in here right now as people are starting to walk into this place.
I'm just gonna
Starting
watch
to
the
get busy.
crowd as people enter, exit. Anyone who gives more than 2 glances at us, just kind of watch them from the shadows.
As
that's
you
fine.
watch
It's
people
not
walking in.
intelligent, so I'm not gonna do that.
So it's just a
No.
Is
horse.
it already like?
It's as smart as a normal horse, so it's not worth it.
Alright, is it already like sundown?
Yes, it is. It was basically right about sundown as you guys were showing up here. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sevatar, you're noticing these people walking in, and they're more like looking around in awe of the place. They don't really notice you at all. Like, they don't notice you guys. You kind of just blend in with the amount of people in here at this time. And you see as like there's dancers like that are swinging down from different ropes and different like sashes and stuff from the ceilings, as well as like across to the different like the balconies and stuff like that. They're just all over the place doing acrobatics and all sorts of things. And there is a lot of music happening right now in the corner, and it's making it very loud for the entire place. So people that are coming in are getting quite a loud ruckus. Lucia comes back, and she's like, "Oh crap! I forgot the lights." And you see as she starts to cast a spell, and you guys see all of the lights start shifting in different colors, all the candles and stuff. And occasionally you'll see like fireworks popping out of the lanterns. And it looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, it's entertainment. The late night show. I told you guys should come back here at night. It's a lot of fun. Wait till we get super busy. This is the pre-busy. We'll be hitting that time at about 8. And it's going to get packed in here. You're going to be lucky if you get a table.
8's kind of early. We don't have
it's going to be going until like 2 p.m. Maybe 3 p.m. Or a.m.
Oh, that's like sweet Jesus. I know what's Mardi Gras.
It's all night, baby.
Yeah, there's like athletic competitions and stuff happening on the second floor later tonight, and there'll be dancing and stuff amongst all of it. We got it all going on. Anyway, where's Chikar? Is he back yet?
I came straight down because I realized the horse
Okay.
thing wouldn't work like I thought. So
Just walk in the room. Oh, God damn it. Turn around and leave.
Never mind.
Great. Let's talk about the delivery in my office, please.
certainly, after you.
Pyra, make sure everything's going to plan. If anything starts to go awry, talk to Jordan. He knows how to get some of the pyrotechnics to work.
I'll blow a kiss to Pyra as we walk by.
I'll whisper to her, keep an eye out for any noise.
You see a little bit of a annoyance in her eye when Lucia gives her that task, but at the same time, it quickly disappears as she starts pouring drinks for customers as they're popping up. All right, this way. And Pyra does quickly glance at you as you blow her the kiss, and you see a small little faint smile, but it quickly disappears as she's busy. As you guys walk into the office, she gestures you all, closes the door behind, and you hear a click as she locks it. She turns around and looks at you all. Now, why the hell did you bring a body into my establishment? This better be relating to what
You're
this
being
case.
framed for its murder.
I'm being framed for the murder of that body? Who was it?
More or less. Well, that one was a priestess.
Let's just say that if everything goes according to plan, you might get the blessings of Freya from the locals.
If we knew who it was, we would have brought their body instead.
You've piqued my interest. What do you mean I'll have the blessings of Freya?
It's a priestess of Freya who was murdered in her pursuits of the same monster that we seek. And we're going to try to get in touch with her monastery.
That could be good. How long ago did she die?
No more than 10 days.
I
Excellent.
don't recall what Roy figured out.
Would you mind if I bring her back to life?
Not at all.
I would love
Go ahead.
to have a priest. How old was she?
I don't know
She's
how
young.
old did she look?
She looked like maybe 25 to 30, like young-ish for a priest. Yeah, it sounds like she's like, I could use this as a business opportunity. Get in with the church here.
Which is what I was frankly suggesting. But
yeah.
does it seem like she intends to manipulate her charm-wise or anything like that, or just bring her back and that should be enough type of thing?
You're pretty sure she's going to bring her back and there'll be a little bit of manipulating, yes. But not necessarily ill-willed, just manipulation to try to help her case.
All right, she's a woman of the faith. They're used to that kind of manipulation.
I would advise that any persuasions you use in having her bless your establishment all be non-magical. If it's found out that you attempted to persuade her magically, it could really damage the reputation of your establishment.
I am quite careful with who and when I use certain abilities of mine.
Indeed, but I have no
thank you.
qualms with you bringing her back, should you be capable. Be aware, it is getting harder to do that these days. Just ask our friend there, and I'll point at Polaris.
It's never been particularly easy. How familiar are you with the Raise Dead and Revivify spells?
I brought Polaris back, and from the way he described it, it was more like being in hell than it was his heaven.
That's interesting. I mean, some do go to hell, but it's mostly well, I guess it depends on where she went, doesn't it? I hope she's okay. But the soul does have to agree to coming back, and that's not always easy to do. It's a lot of persuasion needed, or something like that. But Chikara, I'm sure you have the capability of doing that without much of an issue.
Indeed. If you don't want to try your hand, if you're willing to fund our revival of her, I'd be willing to try mine. I have some ideas, but I think it's more pressing that we find this beast first.
Yeah, you have any more leads on that? Obviously, this body, but you said they're trying to frame me. Why would somebody try to frame me?
Well, sometimes when a new competition arrives,
Business.
it starts taking all the business.
Talking about the hairy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little more sinister than finances. Let's just say that this place needs foreigners to survive.
I don't know. I met the two of them. They're very nice, very polite.
I'm sure they were.
I don't think that's gonna be the case.
I'm sure you've heard the stories of their haunted room.
Yeah, I need to check it out one of these days.
You and the rest of the party.
Just warn you, that's how that priestess died.
Really?
And a half-orc, and probably many others.
Fascinating.
Should we follow up on our current leads?
Yeah, why don't you guys do that? I'm going to get back to work, but this is very intriguing. I would love to hear more about it after everything starts to die down. And maybe you could tell me the entire story. Everything you heard.
Give us a table and that'll be easy.
All right. I'll have Sylvia take a table away, and we'll bring it back out later, VIP style. And we'll have it on the 3rd floor. How does that sound? Oh, yeah, it's a little bit more private. But you can still enjoy the festivities.
Sure. Anybody have anything else before we go to the hairy bear?
No.
I'm like a Lego.
Let's go find out if we're right.
right, good luck.
We go.
I assumed. All right. As you guys walk in here,
Just before we get inside, I'll turn to the group and say, so what was the general sentiment or consensus about Broy's previous plan being used here? Yay, nay?
I mean, I'm still in. We can. That's not the worst idea. If there's anybody in here.
I'm with Korzo that I don't know if we'll find anything at all in there.
Yeah, it's a abrasive plan, and if we're trying to keep this quiet, it's not going to be quiet anymore.
Oh, see, I wasn't necessarily going for the quiet thing. I was thinking, honestly, just walking and throwing holy water in the priest or in the barkeep's face. But
Oh,
see how that worked out, because I'm still mostly under the impression that it's him.
I don't mind that plan. He seems like a pushover anyways, that it won't hurt us in any way.
Or if one of us could make it look like an accident.
I can accomplish that, I think.
yeah. I
Either
can
way.
too. But, again, since we're not walking on eggshells anymore, shall we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Draw a crossbow, load it, but under the cloak.
all right. As you guys walk into this place, you see Jemdar at the bar, and you see Brugna. It looks like she is putting up her apron right now, as well as she gives Jemdar a small kiss behind the bar. And you notice that there's two other people in here as well. One older gentleman and one that's maybe like 40 years old in here currently. One of them looks like he has a lot of gear on, like he's a knight of some kind. And the other one is fitting the description of Belleron, the noble that you guys were looking for before. And Polaris recognizes him.
Do I notice any people in here besides Brugna and the Tavern Keep that were here before?
No.
Okay. Alright, Korzo, follow my lead. I need you to resist my first request when we start.
Do they say anything as we enter in? The first time they were quite, welcoming.
Yeah, so as you guys are walking in, Jemdar says, I'll see you later, won't I? And Brugna's like, yes, of course. I'll be back. And he turns and says, hello. Welcome, Polaris. Hello, the rest of you. Nice to meet you. This is the Hairy Bear Inn. Is there anything you would like me to get you? Any drinks that you would like, perchance? I can get you a table set up and some food as well.
Is Brugna currently walking out the back or something?
She is walking from behind the bar currently.
Hi.
Does it seem like insight? Sorry.
Yeah.
Does it seem like he has no idea who we are? Well,
Korzo, you're focused on, all right, how are we gonna
I'm
get
watching
around
all the
this
things in
drink?
motion.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. You're not
My
paying
attention
to
is
that.
turned to what's her name leaving from behind the bar.
Chikara.
She's not,
water.
she's not free of suspicion.
It is, it seems very much like he has never met you guys, and this is the first time you've ever walked in.
Yeah, I got that impression. Do you not remember me? I'll ask the barkeep directly.
I am sorry. No, I do not know who you are. No. You don't look like you're from around here, though. It's always good to have some foreigners. Ever since the tavern across the street opened up, we've been getting a little quiet in here.
Korzo, follow me. I'm gonna make my way towards Brugna as she's exiting, or coming from around behind the bar. Brugna, dear! How has that special request I put in for been treating you?
She looks at you a little puzzled. What special request? Sorry, do I know you?
It's
Yeah. Earlier we were here. The girl in the back. She was sick before.
Corzo. Something about that. I don't know. It's like the look, the hurriness she has about her right now is a little bit confusing to you. She's like rushing.
The girl that we had in the back. Corzo and I actually procured something that'll help her condition, and we've been arguing about who's gonna give it to her, but we both know it'll make her fall madly in love with them, and I keep insisting it's me who's gonna give it to her.
I'm
Pull it out,
sorry.
Corzo.
There's nobody around in this room over there.
As she starts saying that, I just kind of focus on Corzo with what I was saying.
I shake my head. No, I'm gonna be holding on to it.
Well, that fucking backfired. Second request, I'm gonna ask again. Pull it out for me, would ya?
I was following orders, Captain.
I can't hear you.
I pull it out of my.
Sevatar, give me a perception check.
Bag.
Now, my first request that happened outside, which is this one, I'm gonna give it to her, so let me give it to her.
No, I think it'll be
You.
I'm gonna
Sevatar. Sorry.
grab it and try to basically do a tug of war to spill it on her.
Okay.
Can I give you a performance with advantage instead of rolling?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Chikara can roll performance at advantage. Sevatar, as you're looking at the other two, there's two other people in here.
Right, besides the barkeep, yeah.
Yeah, besides the bartender and besides Bragna as well. You see them, and it looks like they're like, eating. But as they keep going down, their spoon is hitting nothing, and they're going back up to their mouth. You're like, what? What?
Wait.
They're going down, and there's a little bit of a rhythm to it, like between the two, and they're not next to each other at all.
I'm just gonna whisper very quietly in Elven. There's something wrong with those two.
As
Assuming
you guys
that they're
are
talking
going
about the
back and forth,
barkeepers.
it's not the barkeepers. There's two other people in the
No,
bar.
I'm aware, but when he
Okay.
says those two, I'm gonna assume he's talking about the barkeepers. And reply back like, of course.
No, the two humans, not the two dwarfs.
Yeah, duh.
The holy water spills between the two of you guys as you're doing this tug of war. And Chikara, you make it seem like you spill it all over Brugna. And with that, you watch as her dress starts to rip. And you see her face change and her hair shift colors to a white, almost
Fire one?
yeah, and you hear a large scream, and everybody is going to make wisdom saves. But first, we are going to move here into the new map, and I can put you guys where you are.
Holy shit, a 16? What the fuck?
You guys are welcome to roll initiatives as well.
16 club!
Chikara and Corzo are over here. And she's like, you guys, we'll say you're right here.
Sure.
And she's like trying to get around you guys right there when you spill it. Oh, I gotta get rid of the fucking other shit that's on here. Oh my god.
2?
So, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to put your initiatives back up.
Oh, sick.
What?
Whoop, whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
we won't count that too. It's fine.
No, god damn it, open this shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I assume we're using the first rolls.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, Ian.
I had to re-roll to get my thing on.
That's a 2 anyway.
Yeah, no. Same will, same.
Hey, look at that.
Nice. That's unfortunate. You may have saved your whiz though, which I don't know that I did.
I feel like for some reason I doubt it. How the
Alright,
fuck?
Corzo, you just have to use
rolled
your
a-
first
oh, that's
initiative roll.
performance. Okay.
You think, Corzo, that the holy water like took out her illusion form and kind of like broke her concentration with it?
Nice camera. It might be only for me. Eric's camera's glitching out on my screen.
Yeah, I think it's just for you.
I think
Oh,
so.
damn. I'm gonna take a picture of it. It's great. Ow! It fixes right as I call it out. Fuck.
I didn't do anything. I just moved around.
My hubris.
Oh, arrogance.
My heart, my soul.
Alright, so the other of y'all need to click yourself and roll so you can get on the board again. And then put your first roll onto it.
Alright. I think that was 22. Yeah, 22.
22.2.
Yeah. 22.2. Dun, dun, dun,
Why do you
dun.
always have that point 2?
Because I have my dex modifier taken into account because usually if like you tie with somebody, you go off of whose dex mod is higher, so that just automatically adds it in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody got your turns all in?
Mm-hmm.
Seems
Okay.
so.
Now, everybody
Clap your hands.
Everybody.
Everybody make me a wisdom saving throw.
Already did.
I also
Yeah, I think most of us did. I'll happily re-roll though.
16.
I'm going back up just to look at them. Okay, we got a 16, we got a 24, we got a 12.
I don't believe Polaris rolled it.
Okay, so
I did. I rolled.
Corzo.
Actually, you can still see it.
Right. Polaris rolled a 14. Okay,
That is unfortunate.
and Broy rolled an 8. Ooh, okay.
Did I fail the save?
Yes.
Then I am
Yes.
going to use
I'm just gonna
my
tell you this,
thing and
Justin. If you
re-roll.
roll below a 10, assume you fail. You
What
fail
about
again.
another 8?
Is that better?
I think I have advantage.
All right. So, let's start with the psychic damage.
Oh, I'm
That
immune
you
to
guys take from the. Oh wait, the last one. All right. 36, 46, 56, 60 psychic damage. You guys all hear as it echoes
pass?
into your head. Well, anyone that roll 16 or less
Okay, I
takes
was gonna
60
say.
psychic damage. No,
16
Ben.
or less? Fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's 16.
God
Fuck me.
damn it.
Ben, you take half.
Oh,
I believe, Ben, you're the only one that passed.
Yep.
So fucking close. So the DC was 17?
DC was 17. Then
One of these days.
Ow.
I'm even proficient in it now. Come on, man.
Shikara.
Charm.
And Roy. The two of you are frightened as well. As she rips into this new form and her clothes fall to the ground. And I'm sorry, it was black hair. I thought it was white hair for some reason. Her claws are very long, and let me blow it up so you guys can see a little bit better.
Oh, we're gonna blow it up.
I'm gonna put it into the chat so you guys can see.
Whoa, Eric.
Boobs.
Whoa,
I don't see boobs. I don't see
There's
anything like that.
Tasteful side boob.
It's tasteful. Yeah, it's tasteful side boob.
Bro, there's a whole ass nipple on that.
Sevatar,
Yeah, that mountain definitely has a peak.
you are up first.
Oh, I'm gonna lace into this biddy. All right, beautiful. Here it comes, right between the eyes. First shot, 25 to hit. Oh, frick! Sorry. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, of course.
Okay. 25. You see her,
26.
and as you shoot off, her arm starts to go up. Those of you with basically those of you that have counterspell know she's casting shield right now. So you guys want to counter it.
I'm not gonna waste my one counter spell.
It would
Right.
go first to Sevatar, and then it would go to Chikara.
Nope.
Okay. Then Broy, do you want to cancel it?
Nope. I'm
Okay.
frightened. I can't cancel it.
You
You
can.
still have
Yeah, you
reaction.
can.
Frightened is you have Disad attacking her and you can't move closer to her.
No, I'm 100% okay with her using a first level spell slot on something that doesn't hurt us.
Okay. Sevatar, as it's starting to form up, you manage to shoot your arrow right over the top before it fully goes around her, and you still hit her.
Gotcha, bitch.
What was the damage from that?
That in total is gonna be 32.
Wait, so she tried to shield, but it just didn't work?
Yeah, she doesn't know what you rolled. Shield it works for the entire round.
Very good. No, I guess you're right. It's you know if you're hit or not, and then you decide.
Yeah.
You're right. I was like, wait.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
That will hit.
I'm gonna re-roll that one in there.
Okay. With what
that
feature?
Piercer.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm trying to figure out what the frick number it is though. If it's a D8,
The D6.
Yeah, it's a sneak attack d6.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that. Actually, no, I'm not. I thought that was one of the higher numbers. I'm just gonna shoot her again. Let me get rid of Dread Ambusher and pop. Ooh,
That'll miss.
and last but not
You'll hit the
least-
shield.
Boom. Fuck. Ah, boo.
That'll
Fuck
also
again.
miss.
All right. I'm then going to scooch 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to run behind this table and chairs and drop down, hopefully partially out of sight.
Yep. All right. So you have like a half cover right about there.
Okay.
All right. She's up, and you start to see as the arrow that went straight into her starts to like heal up, and it kind of like pops out, leaving behind a little bit of a scar. And she. She's gonna look over at Sevatar, who just shot her. And as you look at her, you can see there's like a strange pull almost
I am
with her
looking at her.
gaze. If you are not looking at her, you will be at disadvantage for your next turn. So you can choose to do that.
I can't run behind, turn away, and then turn around and shoot.
Nope. You will be. It essentially is you are avoiding looking at her. She is choosing you, and you will have
Okay.
either you will basically turn away, or
Okay, gaze into
Yeah.
my pearly greens, my dear.
yep. You feel the pull of the gaze, and you're like, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to
Not
know
the
anything
pull of the
about that.
gaze. No, not that.
Not the gaze.
And in front of her, she's going to claw right at who's in front? Is that Chikara? Right at Chikara.
Or Corzo.
Yeah, we're both there.
Well, it'll be Chikara because you're frightened.
Sure.
And she will hit, she'll wrap around and start grappling you. And then she's gonna go in for the bite. Which will also hit.
Noise.
Can I? Hang on. Reaction. Blood Curse of the Eyeless. And I'm going to try to... Unless she's immune to blindness, I'm going to try to roll a die and subtract the number from her roll.
Okay. She is not immune to blindness.
Shit.
So a -1 to her roll. It's like a fly on the wall. It's a little irritating, but her chompers still get through.
She is right on top of him, I guess.
Didn't mean to send it. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I already did that. I need to.
Well, there went one bullet maledict.
You will take 7 piercing damage and another 17 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum will be reduced by 17.
Okay.
And as your hit point maximum is getting reduced, you can see her siphoning it up, and that scar that was on her from the bolt starts to heal up and go away. Let's go with Adalia. Can you roll me a d6?
Yep.
Layer actions in the bar.
Ears.
Yeah,
got layer.
she's been here for 3 years or for 5 years.
Minute.
So
Okay.
is this not?
Feel the hatred.
All right.
There are two vampires.
Jemdar from behind the counter says, "Get away from her!" and like climbs up on the counter and is going to pull out his short sword and swing it at Corzo. And he is just gonna like barely nick your armor. Very weak swing from him. You don't feel any threat from that at all. Alright. Chikara, you are up.
Fall off the bar.
I'm gonna cast Lehman's Tiny Hut.
Let me check something really quick. Before you go.
Just trap her in the corner.
You are no longer frightened.
All right.
And same with Broy, you are no longer frightened as well.
I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Okay. Okay.
Even though she's still grappled to you? Does that...
Yeah, but the bite will be at disad.
True.
Is that it for you, Chikara?
I think so. Let me double check. No, and as a bonus action, I will turn to Corzo, I think, and say the disembodied voice, now that I'm invisible. This is your area of expertise. Take her out! And inspire him.
Okay. Corzo seeing Chikara, at this point, one of your longest friends, almost dying instantly to this thing, you feel a little encouraged. With that, as soon as you turn invisible, the vampire tries to bite even harder on you. And with your invisibility, you're able to kind of like wiggle, and she can't quite get a grasp of where you are.
You can't catch me.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Can't touch us.
Yeah, I don't
Can't break these
believe. I don't believe the grapple. Yeah, it's just a grapple. Okay. I was like, I don't think it's a restrained. All right. Oh, Polaris, you're up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm notoriously
skip my turn.
ignored.
It's everybody's turn.
I want to do this little starry form. I want to become like, challenge.
Okay.
I don't really know how this whole thing works. They're just reading it now.
So when you become the starry form, the chalice allows you to give extra healing out with all your abilities.
Someone's trying to take your spot, Roy. You gotta
No,
shove his
there's
butt.
not. Someone's trying to actually heal. Because my big heal right now will probably kill me.
True. It's true.
I will cast a Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Other than that. Now the question is... Man,
Somebody tried to see the spell description.
Yeah, I think it doesn't need to see me. I think we learned that in the hag fight with
Yeah,
Sabotage.
I believe it's just anyone within 60 feet that you...
Yeah. Yep. Choose up to 6 creatures within a 30-foot radius. Each target regains hit points. And so on and so forth.
So
Until the
everybody
end of the
gains 25 HP, and then I believe you get a D8 as well. Maybe 2D8 added on top of that from the chalice.
I do.
whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot, you or another creature within 30 feet regain hit points. 2d8 plus wisdom.
Excuse
I
me.
don't know
Oh,
if that's
okay. So
everyone.
you could choose one additional creature to gain those 2D8. That makes more sense.
But we all got 25, right?
Everybody gets 25.
Roy and Adalia added if you haven't already.
Let's go with
Thank
Corzo.
you.
Corzo, you get an extra 2D8. Is that what you're choosing, Austin?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll them.
Since I don't believe I can... I don't know how that one... Seeing one.
It's just within 30 feet again.
So 50...
Yeah, I would say you could choose Chikara if you wanted.
Oh, I thought Corzo was already healed this one. I guess he was not. So then I'll give it to...
Oh,
to
no,
Corzo.
sorry. I hadn't put it in yet.
I was like, he's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
pretty
no.
low for something that's just
Go ahead
standing
and-
there visually.
Go ahead and give it to Chikar. I was like,
Thank
I'll
you.
take it. I think you should give it to him. But
All right,
Wow.
Chikara, you get the extra 10 then. Okay. That would be
That's
action and bonus action, and
because plus his wisdom.
I'm
plus
not
his wisdom.
ready.
So, yeah.
What is 25 plus 50? 76.
70.
All right,
Uh,
Adalia, you're up. Let me
All
double
right.
check.
Has
Polaris. I
this
think
one
his
in the
was
back
fine.
right moved yet? I don't.
Nope.
think it
In fact, he hasn't. He's still doing the same soup eating thing, but there is nothing in front of him.
Good
Yeah.
God, man. Put the spoon to use.
Holographic meatloaf again. My favorite.
Ah, there you go.
I'm gonna move. And how would it be for me to get on top of this table?
It's pretty easy to get up there. There's a little bench right in front of it.
Okay, then I'm gonna get up on the table and shoot at Barkeep up on his table.
Oh,
Okay.
leave the man alone.
Fuck the locals.
That'll hit.
Red.
Dead. Fucking kill him.
Okay, and I meant to pop an elemental infuse.
He will
Don't need
instantly
to.
die.
Just a
And
guy.
in that area will fill with ice. We'll just say the entire bar gets covered in ice.
Yeah, that's the
And-
whole bar. Because the hope was that it'd be enough to hit her at least.
Is
a
it?
bit.
It's within 10 feet, right? Everything within 10 feet of it.
Yeah,
So also Corzo
Yeah.
and Chikar.
Yeah. So
you're
I'm
standing
just
on ice
gonna-
for sure.
Yeah, it'd be alright.
Oh, I thought you were doing damage.
No.
So this whole area is icy, and I'm going to Do you guys want it filled in? Would that help?
No.
Okay.
That's fine.
I am going to move it to the back, so at least you guys will be on top of it.
All right.
So that whole area gets covered in ice as you shoot it, and he falls and hits a bunch of wine bottles that were on top, and they all splatter the ground and start freezing up instantly.
Oh, not the good stuff.
Second shot then is
It's
to
probably no
go
vampire blood. It's fine.
or
Yeah.
vampire.
Don't waste it.
That will hit. For 18 damage. All right.
And then do I have a third attack? I do.
You're a fighter, right? You should.
I do. May as well put another one in. 16.
And that one will hit her shield and just dissipate. Literally, the arrow will hit it, and you'll see the stick just kind of rip into shreds.
That's it. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Roy, you are up, and you do have a little bit more HP now. Careful, it's slippery there.
It's slippy.
Bear in mind, you cannot see me for your thingy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not healing this round, because I can't see the people I need to heal. What I am doing is I'm going to cast Sunbeam.
Okay.
And I want to do it so that it's a line that doesn't hit Corzo, but does hit her.
Okay. As you begin to cast Sunbeam, you hear her start to mutter something. You
A
can tell it's a
counterspell.
counter spell.
I don't think you can counterspell while you're casting a spell.
Someone else
can I
can
not?
counterspell it though.
Chikara for sure can counterspell it. Chikara is up first.
Oh, I don't
So I
have
will say, I
reaction.
think you actually can counterspell the counterspell while
Yeah,
casting.
you can. It's stupid,
Oh.
but you can.
Like official ruling from Crawford.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, but all right.
I agree with you, Ian.
Spell slot
It makes no sense.
I swear, D&D
Chikara,
makes
do you
sense.
counterspell it?
I'm thinking.
Let me cast this incredibly complex and
Right?
intricate arcane spell counterspell. And
There we go. Yeah, take care of that for me.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'll counterspell.
Okay. You just using a third level as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Successfully counterspelled. Broy, your spell goes off still.
TC 18.
Oh no, I was saying I was going to counterspell Broy's.
Oh, okay. All right, DC 18.
Yeah, as the literal sun laser shoots out of my hand into her and through her, and probably through several walls.
It's a
In
con
fact,
save,
it's a
right?
60-foot line.
just bores a
Yeah.
hole through the stone.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's also sunlight.
It
that make
is
a difference?
sunlight. DC 18.
Which means
She
she's-
does
Yeah.
pass.
Takes half damage.
So she takes half damage from it. Okay. 38. That would be 19. Okay.
And I am emanating sunlight 30 feet around me.
And immediately, she turns and looks at you. Make me a wisdom save. Or
I don't
you can blind
I
yourself.
don't think it's actually sunlight emanating from you. It's just
It
bright
is.
light.
Nope, it says sunlight.
Yeah,
The
it
light
is sunlight.
emanates is sunlight. I'll give you the full spell if you want to read it.
No, it does say that. at
This
the end.
light is sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
so
reading the
actually,
whole
what'd you
thing.
say? What'd you say I gotta do?
Make me a wisdom save.
18. Check me, bitch.
You pass. Very good. Not for me, but for you, it's good. Okay. That's Broy. Corzo, you're up.
All right. Bonus
All right.
action. The right at the dawn. So I take 2 damage.
Gotten really lucky on those. Not that it's a huge swing, but
Yeah. Hey, we're at 69 HP.
Nice.
All right. And
Jakar, no.
and I'm going to so I'm just gonna like thumb across the blade
Explosion.
and do a couple of Naruto hand symbols, and my blade is just going to just burst out, not quite as bright as Roy's sunlight, but just radiant energy, just and
All right.
yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at her. And if there's some, I probably not, but if there's some way for me to like as I swing, well, let's see if I hit first. Like as I'm swinging to try to wrench her off of, like break the grapple. If there's some way to do that. I don't know if I
You
can do both.
could, but it would. See if you hit first. Okay.
3.
So you do hit. You like, you feel struggle and force around her, and then you like fight and push down through that. Now make me an athletics check. All right, not strong enough to break the athletics. The shield
to
around
think
her was most of the pain, or most
I
of the
swung
struggle.
down and it stopped, and I just went with my arm and just bah, like with the gauntlet on the other side and pushed.
Oh,
through.
holy shit! No, it's 60 feet of sunlight.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's this whole room essentially.
Oh God, that's terrible.
It's beautiful.
Okay, roll your damage.
And hang on, when is it? When I damage a creature with my so when I damage her with it, which is that right there, 11 slashing and 7 radiant, and is she undead?
She is undead. Yes.
So then another 8 radiant damage.
Okay, so that would be 11. Okay.
And when I damage a creature with my Crimson Right figure, I can do that, because even if she tries to escape, I don't want her going anywhere, and so both of these effects apply to her. I have a lot of reading.
What happens?
So
Them is
she's
a
branded,
tracking mark.
and if she does damage to me or a creature I can see within 5 feet of me, she suffers psychic damage, 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
And if she goes anywhere, I can see where she goes. I can track her anywhere. And then they are also, she's now further from here on so forth, vulnerable to my Crimson Right.
Okay.
So she's now vulnerable to holy damage.
No, it adds the d6. It was poor phrasing.
Whatever you damage. Oh, 1 addition. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
is-
The
that is
phrasing is
poor
fucking terrible.
She's undead, right?
She is undead.
Did
Now,
you
if
give
she's
her
already
disadvantage
vulnerable-
on that spell save?
Say again.
Now, if she's already vulnerable, that extra d6 will be another 2d6.
From my sunbeam?
Did I do what?
She has disadvantage on that save to the sunbeam.
I mean, she failed anyway.
I thought you said she
She-
passed.
Wait,
No,
yours?
passed.
She
From-
passed
from-
yours. Did she have disadvantage
Yeah.
from Sunbeam in general?
For being
Yeah.
undead.
If for being undead. And
Oh.
oozes, weirdly enough.
I did not
Very
know that.
specific
Okay.
monster.
Then she would fail.
Then
so-
she took all the damage and is
So
blind.
another 19. Another 19.
And she's blind.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
right.
And then after all that, I will swing again.
Okay.
And,
Really
hope,
fucking
and
this
do the
bitch
same
up.
thing if I can. Maybe I can't, because it was like a once per round thing. But see if I hit.
Now, if she is
19.
blind, you would have advantage.
Oh well, it's still
It's still
19.
not going to hit.
Yeah.
That first one would have been a 28 though.
hmm
Not that it matters.
All right.
All right. I
Um,
did what I wanted to do.
after Corzo, she starts to cast something. Chikara, you know it to be Charm Monster, and she's casting it directly at Roy.
I'm
So-
not a monster.
I know.
You're really
Wait.
trying to get me to use this thing, aren't you?
Did she? Sorry, I must have missed something. Is she? She's not blind.
She
Jeez.
is blind.
Oh.
Doesn't
So
charm
give
monster
me 1
mean
second.
you have to see a target?
You might have to, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
Blind too strong.
Not to be the rules lawyer, but that
no,
came
you're right,
across
you're right,
my
you're
game
right.
just recently, and I remember that we had a discussion about it after.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Give me 1 second.
Also,
rules
she's starting her
agent flies
turn
away.
in very bright daylight. I don't know if that matters to anything, but
It's not her turn
it'd be
yet.
that way.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was.
From her hands, you guys watch as cold energy starts to form, and she's just firing it at your direction.
Baseball.
Whose direction?
At Broy's.
I don't know what this one is.
I don't know what this one is either.
Polaris, you know what it is, I believe. Actually, what's Polaris's Arcana?
Austin.
He's made it.
I'll just take a look.
Austin.
He must have spilled salsa.
I have a 4 in Arcana. No big deal.
He knows. He knows it's Cone of Cold.
Oh God! Can I counterspell it?
It goes
You
Chikara
already used your
first.
counter
I
spell.
still don't have a reaction.
haven't used mine.
I already countered.
I haven't used mine yet.
Uh-oh. Am I the only one with a counter spell here?
No, I have a counterspell.
But you've already used your reaction.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you.
So
counterspelled
Chikara, you've
your
already used
counterspell.
your thing, right?
No,
Yes.
no, no.
I countered.
Okay.
Chikara
So
used it.
then it goes to
Oh.
Broy. Broy, are you counterspelling?
My bad.
Yes.
All right, what level spell slot?
We'll do a 4th level.
All
Okay.
of them.
Make me a roll.
I didn't know what level. I don't know what level Cone of Cold is.
It's a 5th level.
I'll tell you this: you'd know that you didn't know it because if it a 5th
You
minimum
fail.
is what you wouldn't know.
Corzo, are you casting counterspell?
Wait. I might be able to fix it.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
you
no,
have
I don't-
sorcery
I don't-
point stuff?
I don't
I
have a
do.
reaction either
Yeah.
because I blinded her earlier.
That's right.
To conjure success from failure. When you make an ability, this is an ability check.
You get to add a 1.
It is
Okay.
actually.
This
This
ability
is
check.
Oh,
an
okay, I'm
ability
re-rolling
check.
it.
You get to add a. You
Fucking-
get to add the 1
all
before
right.
re-roll it.
All right, even worse.
Thank
All right.
fucking Christ, guys. Fucking
All right, all
pieces
right, all
of
right,
shit
there's
trying
more.
to stop everything.
There's
right.
more.
There's more.
There
But
is
wait,
more.
there's more.
You add something to it though, don't you?
Yeah, I can get 2d4.
No, but like just in general. Don't
Yeah,
you add
he adds his charisma, so it's a 9 right now.
Oh, yes. Also that.
But you know
So
you
roll
can't
the
dispel
2d4.
anything.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. Well, I mean, it would automatically dispel 4th or lower, but
Yeah, you know you need a 15 or higher or a 14 or higher to make it useful.
You better roll 2 4s, my man.
are you doing it, bro? And so
Oh,
9.
one short,
14.
one short, buddy.
right.
Oh.
So
First roll.
pieces of shit, all
Oh,
of
no, it
you.
wouldn't have worked.
And yeah, if you had kept the first roll, it would have worked.
Damn.
But you
All
would have
right.
gotten the thing, additional thing if it was the first roll, right?
No, I would have. They're 2 separate abilities.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Corzo and Broy. And I don't believe it's gonna hit Polaris. So Corzo and Broy make me a con save.
Oh, just us?
Yeah, I don't
Huh.
believe it would hit. Yeah, I don't think I can hit Chikara
Yeah.
in it as well.
Oh yeah,
No.
because we are.
Because
Right.
it has
Alright.
the point of one of these two.
The two,
Well, I definitely
so
pass.
Corzo passes, so you take half this. You take 44 cold damage.
That's half.
Yo, you take half, Corzo. So
Oh,
22
okay.
to you. Broy, you take 44 cold. Make me a con save.
You said you take
All right,
half.
I have
of
advantage
this.
on this.
44.
You do, and you still fail.
On a 19? God
Yeah,
damn.
your DC is 22.
It's half the damage you take.
Ah, fucking Christ, thank you. All right, Sevatar, you are up. New round.
I
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
waiting, holding.
Apparently, there's no limit to the number of times I can use magical guidance.
The 2d4 thing?
No, the 2d4 is only once. No, 2d4 is once for short
2d4 is
rest.
once, but the magical guidance, I can re-roll my con save.
Yeah, you use a sorcery point every time.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna definitely do this.
All right.
Eh.
You
Does it
still
take
fail.
Or make it? Does it
Oh,
have advantage?
Oh, yeah,
But you
Okay.
only re-roll one dice. You're not re-rolling the save. You're re-rolling a die, aren't you?
When you
I
make
get
an
what
ability
he's
check spell,
saying.
you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the d20. You must use the new result.
So
Yeah, I get what he's
it's
saying.
just re-rolling one. So it's still a fail, but it is better.
Just not what I wanted, but it's good.
Unfortunately, it's not what you needed.
I mean, you needed a decently high roll for that.
Thank fucking Christ for me, but
Not just Christ.
boom, your sunlight goes away. And I believe she's no longer blind because your
It's still his
spell's
next
gone.
round.
Till
Till his
next
next
round.
round. She is
Yeah, it's not
blind.
automatic. Yeah.
Yeah, she is blind till next round.
Okay, till Roy's next round or hers.
Did you cast daylight? Because daylight's not concentration.
Roy, and no, not daylight.
Sunbeam.
Sunbeam. All right, Sevatar, you are up.
All right.
The
So
lights
this
got
bitch
super
blinded,
bright
right?
and then they went out.
Oh, thank God.
There's
Light
still
of the
some
night.
nice, bright, radiant light emanating 20 feet out from me.
Yes,
and
there
me.
is.
All right. So I get advantage on it, right? Because she's blinded.
You do have advantage because she's blinded.
Wunderbar. Fire one. Bonk.
That'll
That's
hit.
37 points of damage.
Okay.
Magical silver hand with the hunter's mark.
Oh, I didn't mean to fucking let that
Jeez.
go in there.
Nice.
Hey,
She is
yeah.
bloodied right now.
Not to nitpick, but she wouldn't have been able to counterspell, I don't think.
She
Because she had
can.
healed it. Okay.
She can.
All right.
And
But yes,
Sorry.
you are correct.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have normally been able to.
then the second shot, which is a terrible shot.
Yeah, that one misses.
Boom. All right, I think that's it for me. So I'm going to use my bonus action to fucking yeet skeet. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Oh man, I
5,
just
10,
realized
15,
something.
20.
She wouldn't have had shield against all of us.
No, she would have.
She cast it against Sevatar, didn't she?
It lasts until the.
Yeah,
At this point is when it goes away.
Until this,
Beginning of
until
her
the
round.
start of your next turn.
yeah.
So it would have
Yeah.
Interesting.
at the beginning of her turn.
All right,
It
interesting.
specifies that.
I didn't realize that, and maybe that's why I always
It-
thought reactions
it
should
just-
trigger then.
It literally just occurred to me, but it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Puts it down.
All
it's
right,
done.
that's fair.
All right.
It-
I'm going to drop back down on the floor after removing my 20, and I gotta go.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. I'll have us play it, and I will send you what happens.
Oh, where to go? I've been waiting 3 games to get into combat.
I know.
I'm gonna stay. As long as we move things along here.
All
I'll
right,
stay.
all right, all right.
Go, 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 go. I need to get too.
Ooh. Dang it! What the hell? Ah! Everything's happening for me weirdly.
She explodes in a fountain of sunlight from the radiance around her and realizes that she cannot hide from God any longer.
Actually, sorry, Ben. You would have had disadvantage on all those attacks because you chose to not look at her.
No, I'd still looked at her because remember
Yeah,
said
he
these
did say
words.
he
Yeah.
wanted to look at her.
Okay.
He said, "Look at my big green
Make
eyes."
me a wisdom save now, Ben,
and
and we'll just do that from before, and it'll be now, unless you pass. And then. Okay, cool. You pass, so there's no issue. Okay. At this point, she is going to. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Damn. She is going to bite at Chikara, which is going to hit
With this said, yes.
with disad, yeah. Okay. You're going to take 9 piercing damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 20. And you watch as she gets healed up a bit from that.
What was the damage?
It was 29 in total to you. And then she is going to look at a Dahlia across the way. Dahlia, make me a wisdom save. You fail. Would you like
I'm
to
gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still fail? Unfortunate.
Oh man.
You are, but I will say this: you made it way better than it could have been. You are blind until the end of her next turn. So just so you know, so you're currently blind.
Okay.
But it was better than it could have been. And then she is going to claw at a Chikara as well and try to like rip up on you. But your armor's too strong and your claws just like barely get through it.
That one's no longer at dishead though. She broke my concentration.
Oh, that one's not at dishead? It doesn't matter. It's still okay. It'll still miss. The first roll was the 18. So, okay. Belron is going to.
Oh wait, no, it is dishead because she's blind anyway.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. I wasn't crazy.
Until Roy's turn. That's right.
Belron is going to get up here and pull out a dagger and is going to stab at Chikara twice. The first one will miss. The second one will hit. And you will take less than what this is saying. You will take 4 piercing damage from the dagger as it's jabbed into you.
I thought those guys weren't even real. I thought they were illusions.
No,
They
they're
weren't
real.
doing it, like they were going. I thought when you said they were like scooping nothing, I thought they were like.
It looks like they're charmed.
They're basically dominated, yeah. And she has to use an action type deal.
All right.
My turn?
In a panic, she's going to bite at you again.
Okay.
Hang on. She's taken 3 damage from when she hit me with Cone of Cold.
Okay.
And has she hit Chikara yet?
Yes.
Aside from now?
Yes.
Then she
So
takes
another 3?
3?
Okay, and right now she's hitting Chikara again.
Only if she actually deals damage.
She will be doing damage.
Okay, then she's taking another 3. Psychic damage.
And this one is going to do drop your maximum HP by 21, and you're going to take 7 piercing. So in total, you're going to drop, but your maximum HP is dropped by another 21.
All right. My maximum's at about 50-ish.
Okay. Okay. So for other people, you watch as Chikara's life essence is being sucked away from everyone. Or from him.
The vampire gives Chikara the suck.
And you watch as some of her wounds from that light start to heal up a bit. She did not heal at the start of her turn, though. And you think that's because of the radiant damage, but the blood she's sucking is feeding her. And Chikara, go ahead and roll me your d20 for your death save.
Oh, you went down. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Okay. Polaris, you are up.
Polaris has got it.
Got something. Well, I can cast the healing spirit on top of him.
Like to cast mold earth.
Bury him. And I'll also give him the extra 2d8 thing. Still glowing. That's still a star.
Okay, so you'll heal for a total of 25 health, Chikara.
That's pretty chunky.
And you never actually... Well, I guess you would have fallen down. She wouldn't have stopped you from falling down. So currently you're also on the ground, but
Does that mean she ungrappled me?
no, she could still grapple you while you're on the ground theoretically.
That's my little healthy.
I feel like not if she's upright.
I mean, she could be like crouched over and like holding onto you and like pulls you up and is like your legs are out, but she's like pulling your head. Yeah, something like that. I don't care. You could be standing. It doesn't affect much. She's blind anyway. All right. So that's your bonus action. What do you do with your action, Polaris?
Only cantrip I have is Thorn Whip.
Cast Guiding Bolt. It's basically a cantrip for Polaris.
That's a spell.
It's essentially a cantrip. He gets a shit
But can
ton
he
of them.
cast it in the same spell he cast another spell?
That's 2 spells.
Oh, yeah, never mind. You can't do that. That's fair.
I was gonna say,
I know what you're
Jesus.
saying,
I'm playing that druid.
Yeah, no credit, right?
Yeah.
Thorn Whip, it will hit. 19 piercing. Shit. Okay. And you drag 10 feet.
Yep. Based.
What's this little teacup sitting on it?
It's my little spirit.
Oh, sorry.
I also
Okay.
wouldn't call that a teacup, but I like it.
It's actually a collection of miscellaneous pine cones.
It's a pine cone god. Like
I'm gonna say when you pull, she's gonna be like whipping Chikara through, kind of like Corzo and kind of hitting Chikara on the table and dragging him around right now while he's getting pulled.
Did Chikara get?
Chikara is back up, yeah.
Okay. I was like, I can't see.
I'm alive.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, that it for Polaris?
Tis-
Adalia, you are up. You are blind. It's better than
There's
being
nothing
paralyzed.
That's true. I have the option to move.
Yeah, and you can shoot. You're just at disadvantage. And at this point, you don't even know where she went because Polaris kind of dragged her. So you're kind of like, yeah. You could guess. You could make a reaction check if you'd like. Perception.
I think I'd rather not, and instead I'll spend all of my movement to get under the table.
Okay.
And reserve my action for if my sight comes back to shoot it at the vampire.
Okay.
Assuming
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. No, that'll work. Okay. Yeah. Baroy, you are up. Justin.
Yeah, let's
Damn
go,
you,
dog.
Justin.
Let's go.
You are up, Justin.
I'm gonna cast
Guiding bolt.
Rage step.
telekinesis.
She will cast Counterspell.
I will also cast.
You're also casting Counterspell?
Yeah.
What level?
I will cast count. No.
No, I
Third.
cast counterspell.
You're going to cast a third? Make me a roll.
Oh shit.
That will
Hell
pass.
yeah.
All right. Nicely done. Okay. Well played. Well played.
She has to make a. Let's see. Make an ability check
Strength
with a
check.
spell casting ability. Contested by the Bish.
Creature strength.
So a strength check?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an ability or a saving throw?
It just says contested. So I'm
Oh.
guessing check.
Yeah,
Okay.
to check.
And it's your DC,
Yeah.
Roy? She fails.
All right. She is now restrained, and I'm going to spin her around so she can't look at any of us.
Okay. She is restrained and holding Chikara, which when you spin her around, Chikara kind of moves around with her.
Yeah, I'm holding her so that she can't bend over to bite Chikara. She is.
Well, she's
completely-
holding Chikara, so when you do that, she
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like pulls Chikara up too. All right. Is that it for you, Bray?
Yeah.
All right. She is going to cast Misty Step.
I'll counterspell.
Okay.
Counterspell, 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 counterspell. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Corzo, you are up.
Counterspell.
That
Swing.
was 2. Okay.
Oh no, she has to make a check to hold on to what she's currently grappling.
Okay. Is it just a strength check again?
Mm-hmm.
She is holding on to Chikara.
Okay. She has to do that every round that I move her successfully.
Okay. The 28 will hit. Yeah.
So she'll all be
the
an
other one
advantage
is-
though, right? Because she's restrained.
She is at
bonus
advantage, yeah.
actions I can do.
Okay.
Minus 13.
I have like a million bonus actions. Is there anything anything of value right now? Not really. All right, that's it.
Okay. At
That's
the
my turn.
end of your turn, Corzo, she's gonna try to bite Chikara again. Is she blind still? I think it
She's-
goes away, right?
She's no longer blind, but she's restrained.
Okay, so
which I
still a
believe gives her
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah, still a disadvantage. She's like trying to pull you up, but the grass is preventing her arm from picking you up enough. All right. Sevatar.
Let's see. Can I? No, I guess I'm still gonna cover, huh? I'm gonna turn and she's restrained, so advantage, right?
You do have advantage, yeah.
Wah!
15. That'll miss.
Oh, come on, Bubby. Yeah. What? Come on. God damn. I've missed
That'll
more
miss.
than I've hit tonight. Defeated completely for my 4-second turn, so I'm going to sit down and pout.
No,
I'm sorry.
On my
Alright.
you could be under the table.
I guess I'll crawl under the table and just kind of give Adalia the...
And Adalia can't see.
Right.
She's
Can't
like,
see you.
you see like a little bit of blood coming from her eyes.
Oh,
Just like,
sorry.
"Oh, yeah."
Eric,
Yes.
Am I right?
can I have moved through there to there?
Yeah, yeah.
On my turn, just come around, so I'm still next to Chikara. And also, do I get the healing spirit if I run through it?
Yes, you will.
How much is it?
D6.
It's a D6.
Do I roll that, Chikara? Or not Chikara?
Just
Blair.
roll it.
2.
So you guys start to feel a massive psychic scream starting to form as she's and out releases a
As she
Another-
kicks the microphone.
yeah, exactly. Another blast of psychic energy to all of you guys.
Uh-oh.
Make me a wisdom save, everybody.
Come on, wisdom save. You've got it in there somewhere. I know you can do it.
I got it.
Fuck.
Savitar, good. Adalia, you failed.
So you're
Chikara,
inspired.
I don't know if I've used my other Indomitable.
Corzo, you're inspired.
Oh, we're not 13, are
Oh,
we?
shit, I do have.
not
Well,
yet.
How much is
never
that?
mind.
D8, D6?
D8.
Yeah,
Get
D8.
Cranky bitch.
3, 16. Fuck.
Ah.
16 again. Oh my god.
All right, guys.
Either one of your rolls only had to roll average or slightly higher than average, and both did not.
I took no damage on that when she turned me blind. I don't know if I was supposed to.
You were not.
Okay.
The two people that were kind of assisting just drop to the ground, and you guys all take 65 damage.
Fuck.
I am dead.
Wait, didn't I pass?
You pass, Savitar, so you take half that.
That's my behalf.
Damn it, you scare me every time you fucking do this.
I'm sorry. You just take half. Oh,
I'm
give me 1
instant
second.
killed.
You're not instant killed.
Yes, I am.
It has
You're-
to do
you're
your
at 0.
again. Yeah.
I thought it was a half.
It
No,
has to
it has
do
to do your HP
89
again.
damage to you, but
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it only had to
Realize
do
I
half
didn't roll.
of your
50.
Let's roll, right?
73 damage. I'm sorry, guys. 73 damage. Which I don't think changes anything much, except for
My
people.
exchange for me, you said
Yes, Polaris, you should roll the whiz save.
what before?
Polaris, you pass.
Can I have one of those?
Add an extra
Jesus.
7
Yeah, I'll
damage,
talk
Adalia, from what you took.
7 more. God
Yeah.
damn it. Well then, all right, I'm still all right.
So Polaris takes half of 73, which is 36 damage.
Wait, was that not even her turn?
That was her turn.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
That was her entire turn.
Jesus fuck.
Fuck.
Chikara, make me a death save.
And you can move on. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
trying to get the
Polaris, you actually hold on.
I have a headache, but imagine everyone's is worse.
Ouchies. You do that mass cure wounds thing again?
Anybody got a mass cure? You want to get more of those mass cure wounds?
I might be.
Polaris, you see a bolt of lightning starting to form in her hand.
Also, she still takes 6 damage because she damaged me and Chikara.
Yep.
And oh yeah.
And she dies.
Polaris, make me a dex saving throw.
Hey, I thought it was my turn.
It's not quite. It's just before your turn.
What's
And I don't believe anybody
don't
can
get a
counterspell
turn.
that is currently up. You will take 30 lightning damage from her.
Still
What
up,
if I say
bitch.
no?
You're gonna need.
And Adalia, you can actually now see, so your reaction, you can go ahead and fire at her. As you see this bolt of lightning shoot across, very similar to what she had in her room, and it just like plow into the side of the wall where you are. And it actually breaks this section of the wall, so you can see like the gaping hole.
Yeah, that would be enough to wake me up, especially if I can see. So
Wake me up.
So make your
Okay,
3
31.
attacks.
Way up inside.
That'll hit.
Really?
Man, I wish I could. roll
18 plus 14.
Wish I get to roll.
It's 9 plus 8. Yeah, you kind of got fucked.
Well, our fucking healer.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
17.
You can't keep
That'll
up
hit
with
as well.
72 Points. Come on, healers.
Another 17, and that last one will miss.
I would have cast Guiding
Okay.
Bolt, guys.
Polaris, now it's your turn.
Guiding bolt.
we
She
go,
looks
nuker.
really weak.
Take the bait for the glory. No.
Austin's not a glory hogger.
He could be.
He's a subtle bragger. Like, what the hell?
Mass cure wounds, 16 health to everyone. So everybody is up.
And Corzine, you get the extra 2d8. You get 13 more.
Nice.
All right. As a bonus action.
Is this... How do you move this?
I would, if I can meta a little, I'd advise you give that extra to Broy so he can perhaps turn it into healing of others.
Well, can I move the bonus action thing? I don't know how that works.
Yes, you can move it as a
Yes, you
bonus
can move that as a bonus action.
It's on
Oh,
top
so
of
that's
Broy.
that little like naked dwarf. Is that Thicky?
Okay, so Broy heals an extra d6. Oh, actually, Polaris, make me a con save because it's probably gone.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Yeah, no, you you fail. So
do it
it
like
is
that.
gone.
So perhaps give the chalice healing to Broy.
You hear as Chikara's breathing. To Broy.
Healing to Broy. Broy. No.
All right.
Fly, you fools!
Fly, you fools.
Is he getting it or no?
Yeah,
yeah,
he
so-
can get it.
no.
The 15 or 13 or whatever it is.
So what how much more
Shikara?
will I heal?
You get
13.
Another 13 to you, Broy. Chikara, you feel another bite as you are starting
from the
to
2d8.
and
Yes.
your hit
Okay,
point maximum.
reroll the
Hold
one.
on. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
I list again. Lower that shit by that much. 8.
Hit. The hit that you're biting at.
Oh.
Lowered by
Ooh.
8.
That'll make it miss. So it's good.
Fuck you, bitch.
Broy, you're adding 8. Eric, roll another 8 to add to Broy instead of the 1.
An additional. Well,
now I'm
Austin rolled.
adding
So the 5.
12. What is 12 plus what?
16. It's 16
16.
total.
All right, Adalia. You watch as she tries to bite Chikara again. You're up, Adalia.
You bitch. I'm so pissed that last shot was a fucking nat 1.
That you crit.
Crit.
And I ended on the crit.
And
All you have to do is
so
complain.
as you go to fire this, you see this shield start to form around and forms perfectly around, and your arrow pierces it, and you kind of see as this like spectral shield shatters almost like glass as it hits her and knocks her straight onto the ground, and she turns into ice. Chikara, you're pulled down with and on top of her currently, and she is dead.
But she's ice.
But she is ice, and on this pile of ice that kind of forms up and underneath you as well, Corzo. And Chikara, you are kind of still in her grasp right now, but on top of her.
I break free.
And yeah, you just shatter her hands. And with that, you guys successfully killed the vampire in Skellig, in Ard Skellig.
No, we only killed one of them.
Hooray.
Boy, you weren't supposed to tell anybody, dude.
You're muted. Nobody hears your joke, Austin. You're muted.
Isn't there a second one?
Austin, you're muted.
Good joke, Austin.
As all of you guys are covered in all sorts of your own blood, feeling the pain of every ounce of you, and Chikara,
Fuck you, Doc.
you're-
I'm fine.
barely able to fucking stand up right now with the amount of blood loss you have suffered.
True, I cast Mass Cure Wounds.
All right. Everybody is healed for whatever.
Reroll those 2 ones.
That was me.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled any ones.
Oh, that was he just rolled damage right now. So I was
I
confused.
haven't rolled it yet. How much
I was
is
like, what are you
it?
talking about? There's 2 ones, bro.
How many is it? 5d8?
I think it's 3d8. It's
I'm also
3d8.
going to cast Prayer of Healing out of my last my last high level spell slot.
As you guys loot the body, because she does have a few things on her, you guys find you find an eye that is encased in amber, a small bag of diamond dust, and you find a strange looking mirror shard that when you look into it, you see... One second while I pull it. as you guys are looking into it, you can kind of see that there's white tendrils floating around in the shard and moving amongst it, almost like it's caught in another timeline.
The multiverse. With that, I gotta go.
Yep, and with that, we will end the session here.
Oh, wait.
What?
Everybody heals 28.
And then
Thank
20,
you,
and then 30 from me.
Okay.
So
You
a
guys
total
all
of
heal
58
up quite a
healing
bit.
points to everybody.
Anybody feeling sore a little bit? Oh man, I feel pretty good.
And
Go for
with
another one.
that,
Give me a second.
we will end the session here. Thank you guys for coming and watching. And Broy, would you like to sign us off?
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye. Happy Valentine's.